Siler Financial, our family helping your family. Listen to 1440 WROK every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. for Navigating Retirement with Drew Siler. Brian Botcher with Exit Realty. Whether you want to buy or sell, Brian works hard for his clients in Northern Illinois and Southern Wisconsin. Call 815 378 2170 today. Tonight's game is presented by Brian Faulk State Farm. Call Brian at 815-398-2552. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Integrated Home Care Services is celebrating 35 years of caring for our community. Integrated Home Care Services can help you and your loved ones be more independent, safe, and confident in your home. See how we can help by learning more at integratedhc.com. Busy Beaver Tree Care. For exceptional tree services second to none, Busy Beaver Tree Care is your best option. We're a local, family-owned and operated business founded in 2003. We're not satisfied until you are. Waterside Financial Advisors is teaming up with the Guilford Vikings to bring you more than just a game. Get ready to shoot for your goals as they provide independent financial guidance for the life you want to live. Elevate your game both on and off the court with reliable financial guidance from Waterside Financial Advisors. Go Vikings! The Rockford Lightning, Rockford's first semi-pro women's basketball team. Stay up to date on team news on their Instagram and Facebook feeds.
Ice cream.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Nick 10 High School Baseball here on Clutch Sports Media 815. We've got a doozy of a ball game here as postseason action continues on the state line here from Belvidere North High School, where the Boylan Titans and Belvidere North Blue Thunder are squaring off. Alongside Tyler Fowler, I am Trevor Larson on tonight's broadcast presented by Brian Faulk State Farm. And Tyler, we should have a great matchup on hand here this evening. These two teams squared off not but a couple of weeks ago. Split the season series 1-1. Boylan winning the first game of the year between these two squads 8-4. And then, of course, who could forget a week ago, the Blue Thunder down by 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th. A walk-off triple by Luke Kohler to win the ball game, denying the Boylan Titans a chance at a conference championship this season. So a little bit of extra intrigue here in today's ball game.
Yeah, especially with Boylan having that opportunity just taken away from them by North kind of maybe gives them a little bit more emphasis to make sure they finish this game strong and come out with the win.
Of course, we are here at Belvidere North High School, but the North will be the visiting squad as this, of course, is postseason play. Boylan, again, we mentioned, dropped the second game of the season against Belvidere North. They finished 16-2 in conference, a game behind the conference championship Hononegah Indians. North finished with a good record, tied for fourth with the Harlem Huskies at 11-7. We're ready to get going. Leading off for the Belvidere North Blue Thunder, the left fielder, Giovanni Alvarez. Following him will be the second baseman, Dom Girardin. The shortstop, Luke Kohler. The first baseman, Josh Joseph. Trenton Dinsmore in the 5-hole playing at third. Jack Chamberlain will DH. Hitting for Caleb Gallagly, the center fielder. On the mound for Boylan is Connor Dennis. His first pitch of the ball game is high and tight, so they'll start off with a 1-0 count. Continuing with the lineup for the Belvidere North Blue Thunder, Logan Kohler on the mound. As this pitch is in there, 1-1. Caden McElroy will play catcher, and Nolan Benning rounds out the lineup. He is the right fielder. 1-1 on the way. This one's going to be grounded to shortstop, slow roller, and it is bobbled over there by the shortstop, Henry Berg, and Giovanni Alvarez is going to reach first base on an E6. A great start if you're Belvidere North.
That hop just came a little bit too high. I mean, the ball was slowly rolling, and then all of a sudden just kind of jumped up into the shortstop's stomach right there, unable to make the play. One man on now.
Girardin steps in, the second baseman for the Blue Thunder. He's going to line this one down the left field line. That one is going to be just foul, and that one could have been trouble for the Titans. Fortunately for them, it is a few feet foul, and it's a long strike.
Of course, that victory North pulled out against Boylan was also off of what ultimately became a triple, but that right there had a double written all over it.
1-0 is the count. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be grounded to shortstop. An opportunity for two. They get one. Throw to first will not be made, but a good play to get the out at second base as it's the first out of the inning. It'll be a fielder's choice. Girardin replaces Alvarez over at first.
Always had to get the lead runner in those situations. If you don't get the lead runner, then you're just allowing them to advance to scoring position, and much rather have someone on first rather than second.
Star of the show steps in. Luke Kohler again had that walk-off hit just about a week ago. Bases loaded triple in the bottom of the 7th inning when they were down by 2. They needed all 3 of them, and they drove them in. Hopefully we're in line for something like that here tonight as the first pitch to him misses up and away. 1-0. This one just wide again. Good eye that time by the shortstop for the Blue Thunder.
Dennis not really going right at Kohler right now, kind of trying to work the edges.
Good lead over there at first by Girardin. Here's the pitch, 2-0, and it is up. And quickly a 3-0 count to the Belvidere North Blue Thunder's most dangerous hitter. We're going to see what Dennis does right here. So he's trying to find the strike zone in this first inning. Here's the pitch, and that one's going to touch the top of the zone. Kohler dropped the bat, threw it over to his dugout, but they're going to say it was in there. So a 3-1 count.
I know I've done that my fair share of times while playing baseball. Not the greatest moments of my life.
Here's the pitch. A cut on and missed. Good fastball that time by Dennis. Dennis, of course, a star standout football player. He was the quarterback for the Titan squad this season, putting his talents to use on the mound as well. Good lead over there at first. Full count pitch on the way, and he misses up. And that's going to put 2 men on as Kohler draws the walk here in the first inning.
First and second, 1 out. The first baseman.
As after 10 pitches, 2 men on for Josh Joseph, the first baseman for the Blue Thunder.
Obviously, Boylan here thinking maybe North's going to try a double steal, get both runners into scoring position. Very dangerous situation right now.
Joseph up to the dish. Girardin on second. Kohler on first. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be in there at the bottom of the zone. Looked like an off-speed pitch. It's the way to start it with men on, Tyler. That pitch at the bottom of the zone, really tough to do anything with that.
Yeah, that was a knee buckler. Batter just did not have a chance.
0-1 on the way. This one low, but Joseph takes a hack at it. That one right around his shins. I think he was fooled by the pitch by Dennis, and very quickly an 0-2 count on the cleanup man for Belvidere North.
Especially since taking that first one right, kind of knee high as well. That was a great pitch by Dennis.
0-2. This one's going to be popped. Shortstop, and the center fielder coming in, and a good play out there in center field by Jas to call off the shortstop. And 2 away for Belvidere North as Trent Dinsmore will step to the dish, trying to drive in a run here in the top of the first.
Trent Dinsmore, star fullback for the Blue Thunder. Helped lead his team to a quarterfinal finish. See what he has here in terms of baseball acumen.
Dinsmore playing third. Here's the 5-hitter. Here's the pitch, and a good curveball that time by the pitcher, Dennis, as Dinsmore was fooled. Kind of backed away from that one, but it went into the zone. 0-1.
That ball just comes straight at you. Start bailing, and then curves right back in.
This one fouled back towards us. Might have got a good view of that one here as we are set up behind home plate here on this picturesque day for baseball on the state line as Trent Dinsmore down 0-2. Runners take their leads. This one, a great hack that time by Dinsmore. The back foot kind of slid away. He just kind of threw the bat at that one as he fouls it off and stays alive here, still down 0-2.
Thought it was close enough that it could have been called a strike. Just did anything you could to get barrel to the ball. Able to succeed right there.
Another 0-2 pitch on the way. That one just going to miss at the top of the zone as he works it back to a 1-2 count here to the underclassmen.
Dennis kind of taking his time right now, seeing how he's going to attack Dinsmore right here.
Here's the pitch. Another breaking ball. This one's going to be a gapper. It's down. 1 run's going to score. Are they going to get 2? Here's the relay throw. They're going to hold up they're going to hold up Kohler at third base, and Trent Dinsmore with the first extra base knock of the game drives in Dom Girardin, and the Belvidere North Blue Thunder have a 1-0 lead here in the top half of the first inning.
Dennis went back to the curveball well. And Dinsmore really struggled the first few curveballs he saw at bat, but almost seemed like Dinsmore was waiting for that curveball.
This brings up Jack Chamberlain, the designated hitter, Gallagly for the Blue Thunder. Pitch misses up and away. Some good eye, back-to-back pitches as it's a 2-0 count here to the designated hitter.
Although there's 2 outs, this is still a very dangerous situation for Boylan.
2-0 pitch, and this one's going to be fouled back towards us as well. And And Tyler, already 21 pitches on the afternoon for Connor Dennis here in the first inning. Not what you want to have happen here if you're the Boylan Titans.
With this being postseason, that turnaround is quick.
This one in the dirt, a good play back there by Ethan Mott to save a run, perhaps two, as he was able to block that one. Maybe got a bit of an assist by the umpire's foot, but a good hitter's count here for Chamberlain, 3-1.
So with this high of a pitch count so far, don't expect Dennis anytime soon.
This one's going to be grounded to shortstop, and it's underneath the glove. One run's going to come in. Here's the second. Throw to the plate will not be made. Gets away. Good backup that time in the infield by Contreras. But another error this time by the shortstop. Henry Berg allows two more runs to come home for the Belvidere North Blue Thunder as both Kohler and Dinsmore cross the dish. And the Belvidere North squad up 3-0 here in the top half of the first. Going to be a meeting at the mound as the Boylan coaching staff just trying to settle their pitcher down. Tyler for Belvidere North. You're definitely going to take those breaks, but if you're the Boylan Titans, that's probably 2 outs that they could have had in the field. Unfortunately for them, it happened in the first inning and has allowed the Belvidere North squad to pick up 3 runs here in the first inning.
Two very costly errors, both by the same player, unfortunately. I definitely feel bad for the shortstop. However, both were very routine plays, I would say. If you're playing shortstop at Boylan, you really have to be making those.
So Logan Kohler will step to the dish. He is on the bump today for Belvidere North. This one in the dirt. 1-0 count. Runner on first is Jack Chamberlain. And he just drove into on the error by the shortstop, Henry Berg. Here's the 1-0 pitch. This one's going to be chopped to third base, taken in there, throw across the diamond, and that'll do it. Good strong throw that time by Alonzo. He'll lead off for the Boylan Titans, but after the first half of the first inning, Belvidere North on top 3-0. You're watching high school baseball here on Clutch Sports Media 815, presented by Brian Faulk State Farm. Seiler Financial, our family helping your family. Listen to 1440 WROK every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. for Navigating Retirement with Drew Seiler. Brian Botcher with Exit Realty. Whether you want to buy or sell, Brian works hard for his clients in Northern Illinois and Southern Wisconsin. Call 815-378-2170 today. Tonight's game is presented by Brian Faulk State Farm. Call Brian at 815-398-2552. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Integrated Home Care Services is celebrating 35 years of caring for our community. Integrated Home Care Services can help you and your loved ones be more independent, safe, and confident in your home. See how we can help by learning more at integratedhc.com. Busy Beaver Tree Care. For exceptional tree services second to none, Busy Beaver Tree Care is your best option. We're a local, family-owned and operated business founded in 2003. We're not satisfied until you are. Waterside Financial Advisors is teaming up with the Guilford Vikings to bring you more than just a game. Get ready to shoot for your goals as they provide independent financial guidance for the life you want to live. Elevate your game both on and off the court with reliable financial guidance from Waterside Financial Advisors. Go Vikings! The Rockford Lightning, Rockford's first semi-pro women's basketball team. Stay up to date on team news on their Instagram and Facebook feeds. And we are back here at Belvidere North High School where the Blue Thunder are on top of Boylan by a score of 3-0. 3 runs coming home, 2 errors in the top half of the inning for Boylan as the Titans will look to match suit here in the bottom half of the first. Austin Alonzo will lead it off for the Titans. Following him will be Henry Berg. Berg at shortstop, Alonzo at third base. He just made the third out of the last inning. This one's going to be fouled into the Belvidere North dugout, 0-1. Connor Dennis will bat third for the Titans. He's on the mound. Nico Contreras at first is a cleanup man. John Caristis out in the left will bat fifth. Charlie Meyer in right field for Boylan. Jackson Nolan will be the designated hitter, as this one's going to be fouled off to the right once again. 0-2 on Alonzo. McDermott will be the man in the field for Boylan. He is not hitting. Ethan Mott, the catcher, and then Sonny Jass rounds out the Boylan lineup. He is out in center field. Here is the 0-2 pitch to Alonzo. And that one's just going to miss. Good pitch that time by Kohler. Couldn't get the call from the umpire. On a 1-2 count here on the leadoff man for the Titans. Wind up and the pitch home. That one, they get bounced right around the plate. Tried to get him with the breaking ball. Alonzo did not bite. He runs it back even 2-2 to the leadoff man for the Titans. 2-2 pitch on the way. This one is going to be outside. Looks like he tried the slide ball that time. After an 0-2 count to the leadoff man, they've run it back full as Alonzo tries to get on base as they try to get some base runners back to the dish here in the bottom of the first. Wind and the pitch. That one just, no, they're going to say it's in there as he is going to be rung up. A delayed call that time by the umpire, and Alonzo goes down looking for the first out of the inning as that one just clipped the bottom of the zone. Good pitch by Kohler. This will bring up Henry Berg. Berg playing shortstop for the Titans. That one's going to cut the inside corner. 0-1. Kohler gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball is in there. Another good front door curveball by Kohler. And very quickly, Berg down 0-2. That's back-to-back hitters that Kohler has started 0-2. See if he can put him away right here. Pitch on the way. That one's going to be sliced off to the right. Good defensive hitting that time by the shortstop as Berg stays alive. Berg, the right-handed hitter with the shin guard on his left foot. Here's the pitch, and it's cut on and missed. Got him high and away. Back-to-back strikeouts for Kohler, and that'll bring up Connor Dennis as a strikeout looking to Alonzo and a strikeout swinging by Berg as Dennis is going to step in, trying to get on base here in the bottom of the first. And the right-handed hitter, a bit of an open stance pitch on the way. Starts him with a good breaking ball that's going to clip the front of the zone. Seen a couple of those here by Kohler. So he's been able to work the inside part of the plate on the breaking balls here in the bottom half of the first. 0-1 on the way. That one in the dirt, gets away. Runs it back to even, 1-1. Yeah, and a beautiful day here for baseball on the state line. Bit of a nice breeze, blue skies, couple of clouds, low 80s temperature. Could not ask for more here as this one is cut on and missed by Dennis, and he is down 1-2 on the count here as Kohler trying to strike out the side following a strong first inning for the Blue Thunder. Pitch on the way, and this is cut on, might have been tipped, but 3 strikeouts for Logan Kohler as he sets up the Boylan Titans 1-2-3. After an inning, it is Belvidere North on top 3-0 over Boylan. You're watching high school baseball here on Clutch Sports Media, presented by Brian Faulk State Farm.
Seiler Financial, our family helping your family. Listen to 1440 WROK every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. for Navigating Retirement with Drew Seiler. Brian Botcher with Exit Realty. Whether you want to buy or sell, Brian works hard for his clients in Northern Illinois and Southern Wisconsin.
Call 815-378-2170 today. Tonight's game is presented by Brian Faulk State Farm. Call Brian at 815-398-2552. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Integrated Home Care Services is celebrating 35 years of caring for our community. Integrated Home Care Services can help you and your loved ones be more independent, safe, and confident in your home. See how we can help by learning more at integratedhc.com. Busy Beaver Tree Care. For exceptional tree services second to none, Busy Beaver Tree Care is your best option. We're a local, family-owned and operated business founded in 2003. We're not satisfied until you are. Waterside Financial.
Number 21.
And we are back here live at Belvidere North High School, where Belvidere North is on top of the Boylan Titans 3-0. Tyler, a very impressive first inning by Belvidere North as they're up 3-0, and their pitcher just struck out the side as Caden McElroy will step to the dish here, leading off for the Blue Thunder.
Let's see if the catcher can help his pitcher out right here.
First pitch on the way. This one's going to be flown into left. Left fielder coming on. Looks like he dropped his hat, but he's got the ball. That one put away by Caristas, and the first pitch of the inning goes for an out. Mark that one down as a fly out to the left fielder as Nolan Benny, the right fielder, steps up to the dish. Pitch home, that one off the glove and high to the right fielder for Belvidere North.
Benny's a shorter player, so that strike zone is a little bit smaller.
This one's going to be popped straight up. Difficult play for the catcher. He misses it as I think the high blue skies that time might have interfered with his ability to make the play. So some spotty defense here early for Boylan. They're going to have to clean this up if they want to pull out a victory here today.
Leaving a lot of outs out on the field, and that's what ultimately ended with 3 runs.
This one in the dirt to the 9-hole hitter for Belvidere North. Count back to 2-1. Dennis winds and fires. This one's going to be lined to center. They had him play perfectly that time as Jass squeezes that, so that is the second out of the inning. A line out to the center fielder, and the lineup turns over as Giovanni Alvarez steps in. He reached on an error by Henry Berg in the first inning.
Now let's remember that those 3 runs were scored with 2 outs, so Boylan still has to get out of this inning.
Good pitch that time by Dennis at the bottom of the zone, in for a strike. Dennis working very quickly here today as this one's going to be drilled to left field. Left fielder circling. Now he's got a beat on it. Slaps the leather on it, and a good rebound that time for the Boylan Titans as Caristas puts that one away. After an inning and a half, it's Belvidere North 3, Boylan coming up. They trail 3-0. You're watching high school baseball here on Clutch Sports Media 815. Seiler Financial, our family helping your family. Listen to 1440 WROK every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. for Navigating Retirement with Drew Seiler. Brian Botcher with Exit Realty. Whether you want to buy or sell, Brian works hard for his clients in Northern Illinois and Southern Wisconsin. Call 815-378-2170 today. Tonight's game is presented by Brian Faulk State Farm. Call Brian at 815-398-2552. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Integrated Home Care Services is celebrating 35 years of caring for our community. Integrated Home Care Services can help you and your loved ones be more independent, safe, and confident in your home. See how we can help by learning more at integratedhc.com. Busy Beaver Tree Care. For exceptional tree services second to none, Busy Beaver Tree Care is your best option. We're a local, family-owned and operated business founded in 2000. And we are back here at Belvidere North High School where the Titans step to the dish. They trail it 3-0 here in the bottom of the second Again, they are playing the game here at Belvidere North High School. The first pitch is cut on and missed by Contreras, but Boylan is the home squad because we are in playoffs. Tyler, a very impressive first inning performance by Logan Kohler. Struck out 3 men, 1 looking and 2 swinging. As this one's going to be fouled back our way, 0-2 on the cleanup man for the Titans.
Yeah, Kohler just has been kind of zoned in and throwing strikes, which is something nice to have as a coach, just because wasted pitches just ultimately end up hurting your team during the postseason.
0-2 pitch on the way. That one high. Looks like he tried to blow him away with the fastball. Maybe he's setting him up. We saw a couple of good breaking balls in the top half of the first by Kohler. We'll see what they come back here on 1-2. Wind and the pitch, as this one's going to be chopped. Taken in there by the pitcher, and this one high, and they're going to say he was off the base, and might have been a bit of a collision that time, as the Titans are going to have their first base runner of the game. Now the coaching staff over there to check on Joseph. He popped back to his feet. Looks like he's going to be okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who had the better play, whether it was the pitcher or the third baseman right there. I mean, personally, I would have preferred the third baseman really charge in and take the ball and be assertive. But at the same time, it's pitcher was able to get there, and if he does make that play, that's an out.
Looks like the Belvidere North coaching staff are going to talk to the umpires about possibly some interference. Looked like the runner was in the baseline, but they're definitely going to want to discuss every close call with the umpires, as this is postseason and you want to make sure all the calls are going to be right, and you really are going to want to petition your umpires to see if you can ever steal those outs.
And the one nice thing about postseason is you have 3 umpires out there. Traditionally, you only have 2, the home plate, and then kind of the field umpire who kind of moves throughout the game. But having 3, an extra set of eyes really helps.
So they're going to confirm the call. It's going to be a single. While we got a moment, want to take a second to tell you that the player of the game that we're going to name towards the end of the game is sponsored by Movement Fitness. At Movement Fitness, we're all about building better athletes and having a great time in process. Our sport performance training is a perfect way to build game-changing speed, agility, increase vertical jump, reduce the risk of injury, and develop the mindset of the champion. John Caristas steps in, first pitch in the dirt. For 9 years, the athlete training at Movement Fitness has taught the fundamentals of movement and progressively builds to the highest level of performance training. Your athlete will learn correct exercise form, proper mechanics while working on their speed and power, core stability, and reaction time. As this one's going to go to the, not quite to the backstop, but a pass ball that time allows the runner to move to second. At Movement Fitness, we will help your athlete take their game to the next level. Be great today. And early contender, Tyler, for the player of the game, we've got to talk about Logan Kohler. Just allowed the first base runner to the inning, but 3 strikeouts in the top half of the first, as Caristas has worked a 3-0 count here.
And, even though that's going to probably wind up being like an infield hit, it was a weakly hit ball as that pitch is thrown for a strike. It was extremely weak hit ball, just kind of one of that spot on the field where it's just awkward for any player to really get to. So really locked in is Kohler.
This one outside, he'll miss for ball 4. So a infield single and a walk to John Caristas. Gets Boylan with 2 men on here as Charlie Meyer steps up. Meyer playing out in right field today. He's got an opportunity to do some damage here in the bottom of the second inning. Kohler looks in to McElroy's call. Checks the runner. Here's the pitch. That one inside. He'll miss. That is 5 balls in the last 6 pitches for Kohler. The middle of the Titan order making him work. Crowd making some noise here for the Titans. That one's going to be low as well. So some command issues here for Kohler in the bottom of the second.
And North had their first baseman playing in, maybe expecting a bunt here.
Dinsmore hugging the line over at third base as the third straight miss by Kohler, as Belvidere North's pitcher is in some trouble here in the bottom of the second inning.
I guess you would say kind of a no doubles defense.
That one's going to be low, so 2 straight walks. Caristas and Meyer, and this will bring up the designated hitter Jackson Noling for the Titans.
Hey, one good swing. Let's go.
Kohler up to 25 pitches here on the day. He worked a quick first inning, but in some trouble here. Bases loaded, nobody out. The designated hitter Jackson Noling in the 7 slot in the lineup here today, trying to pull this game within 1 with a single, perhaps drive in all 3 men if he can find a gap somewhere.
Yeah, and if you're Kohler, you really just have to go back to, really just trying to locate your fastball.
That one's going to clip the outside corner. A good pitch to start off Noling here as the count runs 0-1.
If you're able to locate that fastball, then whether your curveball's in the zone or out of the zone, hitters are going to struggle hitting it.
That one high and away. Good eye that time by Noling. This count is 1-1. Kohler checks the runners. Infield halfway. Corners are in. Nolan takes that one. 2-1. Great hitters count here for the designated hitter for the Titans as he tries to get something into the outfield to get back a couple of runs.
And you don't want to walk a run in. That's worst case scenario here besides the ball going over the fence.
Here's the pitch. That one right in there at the knees. Noling did not like the call. Wasn't the best reception back there, but I think that's a good call by the umpires. It looks like that one crossed just at the bottom of the zone. 2-2 count on the way here. Kohler to Noling. Wind and the pitch. And this one's going to be fouled out of play back towards the softball field where some action's going on over there as well. Postseason play for Belvidere North.
Yeah, this place is quite busy on a Thursday, kind of late afternoon, but beautiful weather as North leads 3-0 against Boylan.
2-2 again here. A curveball, and he got him. Noling about a half swing. Either way, it'll go down as a strikeout. Another good front door curveball that time by Kohler as he gets the first out of the inning. And now with a ground ball, they could really get out of one here as Ethan Mott will step to the dish.
Yeah, the batter just wasn't ready for that curveball, and it was a nasty one, if I do say so myself.
Mott looking to bunt as that one's going to be in the zone. Perhaps a safety squeeze. Runners did not take off. So trying to catch the defense napping. Instead pulled it back. Now getting the sign from his third base coach as the count is 0-1. Again, bases juice. The Titans. Contreras on third. Caristas on second. Meyer on first. The 8-hole hitter Ethan Mott at the plate for the Titans. 0-1 pitch on the way, another bunt. This one's going to be bunted to down the first base line, and they're going to take the out. Good play that time by the first baseman, Josh Joseph, but the Titans push across their first run as Contreras will come around to score. The sacrifice that time by Mott brings the score to 3-1 in favor of Belvidere North. Now Sonny Jass up to plate with runners on second and third. The 9-hole hitter trying to do something here with 2 outs in the bottom of the second.
That was a very solid bunt down the first baseline right there.
First pitch is in there for Kohler.
I feel that's a lost art nowadays is laying down a good bunt. You know, a lot of people can bunt, but a good one is right down the line that kind of just hugs that line just like that one did.
Kohler's pitch to Jass. This one's going to be in there again. Another strike at the top of the zone. He has really worked the top of the zone to perfection here today. A top of the zone and the inside of the zone to those right-handed hitters. That's where he's lived, and he has been successful, although he's had a bit of trouble here in the second inning trying to get it out of it with just one run. 0-2 pitch. This one's going to be fouled off to the right. A good defensive swing that time by Jass to stay alive. Count stays at 0-2.
If Kohler's able to get out with only giving up one run, I would say that's pretty successful against his Boylan lineup through 2 innings.
Yeah, especially, bases loaded and nobody out. But he's got one more hitter to put away here, the 9-hitter Sonny Jass. Kohler in the windup here with runners on second and third. Pitch home. Tried the breaking ball that time a little bit high and away. So it'll go to 1-2.
If you're Jass here, you really just have to, anything close, you have to put the barrel of the bat on it and just either foul it off or just try to get a blue pit.
That one's going to be high and away again. Good eye by Jass. He takes 2 straight balls up and away, and the count back even 2-2 to the center fielder.
I think if you're Kohler here, just I'd say throw a fastball. I mean, you've been dominant with it so far, and no one's really shown that they can hit it.
Pitch on the way, that one up again. So 3 straight misses, perhaps overthrowing it just a tad here as he tries to get out of this half inning with just a 1 run allowed. There's a base open, but you don't want to turn the lineup back over to the leadoff man, Austin Alonso.
That's when a lot of damage can happen, is once it turns back over to the top of the lineup.
Here's the wind and the pitch. That one away again. 4 straight balls after an 0-2 count will allow Jass to reach first base. And now the potential for some damage as Austin Alonso has another opportunity to step in and tie this ball game up with a hit, or maybe even give the Titans a lead if he can find the gap here, as we're going to have a mound visit from the Belvidere North coaching staff. Tyler, a lot of pitches for both pitchers so far. We've got Dennis at 30 through 2 innings and already up to 37 for Logan Kohler. He had a great first inning, those 3 strikeouts, but here in the bottom of the second, I think he might have lost a bit of control. 3 walks in the inning.
Like you said, I just think he's overthrowing the ball. He's trying to get that punch out by just throwing it past the batter, and at times you just have to let your defense do their job, which is get you outs. I know the first inning he got 3 straight strikeouts. That rarely happens, even at the professional level. So, let Boylan, put the bat on the ball and put the ball in play. Trust your defense, and that's going to be an easy way for him to start limiting those pitches.
Austin Alonso will step in for his second plate appearance of the afternoon. Struck out looking on a full count last half inning. There's the first pitch of the at-bat. This one a curveball just high. Good eye that time by the third baseman for the Titans.
And that is one thing, is once your fastball starts being not as dominant, that curveball just becomes less effective as well.
1-0 pitch. That one's going to be on the inside corner that time. Another good curveball for Kohler. That front door curveball, again, he has used that plenty here this afternoon. Count 1-1. Kohler gets the sign. Here's the wind and the pitch. Another curveball that time as Alonso able to foul that one away. And he is down 1-2. As he is trying to drive in a run here in the bottom of the second. Bases loaded, 2 men out.
3 straight curveballs for Kohler. I wonder if that's a coaching decision or if maybe he just feels more comfortable throwing that curveball.
Step off, and he looked back as the Boylan coaching staff were pining for a balk. No call. Kohler gets the sign. 1-2 pitch home. That one at the top of the zone, blows it by him, and a good pitch that time by Logan Core to strike out Austin Alonso for the second time here today. As they limit the damage, just one run comes around. They had the bases loaded a couple times, but good damage control. We're heading to the third inning. Belvidere North on top of Boylan, 3-1. You're watching high school baseball here on Clutch Sports Media 815, presented by Brian Faulk State Farm.
Seiler Financial, our family helping your family. Listen to 1440 WROK every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. for Navigating Retirement with Drew Seiler. Brian Botcher with Exit Realty. Whether you want to buy or sell, Brian works hard for his clients in Northern Illinois and Southern Wisconsin. Call 815-378-2170 today. Tonight's game is presented by Brian Faulk State Farm. Call Brian at 815-398-2552. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Integrated Home Care Services is celebrating 35 years of caring for our community. Integrated Home Care Services can help you and your loved ones be more independent, safe, and confident in your home. See how we can help by learning more at integratedhc.com. Busy Beaver Tree Care. For exceptional tree services second to none, Busy Beaver Tree Care is your best option. We're local. And we are back here live at Belvidere North High School. Tyler Fowler and Trevor Larson alongside you here on this gorgeous afternoon. Tyler, a picturesque day to play baseball here on the state line. Couldn't ask for better weather here for postseason action as Dom Girardin steps in. He takes the cuts and misses on the first pitch of the inning.
Yeah, Dennis just with a nasty changeup slide. I have no idea what that was from back here, but that was nasty.
This one inside to Girardin, the second baseman. Reached on a fielder's choice. He grounded to shortstop in the top half of the first, but was able to reach. That one's going to be in the dirt once again, so 2-1 is the count. He, of course, came around to score on that error in the first inning. That one spiked by Dennis. Might have caught a cleat out there. So he kicks the dirt in front of his landing spot. Don't often see those fastballs in the dirt. Those are the tough ones to block. It's a 3-1 count. Dennis working quickly, and he clips the outside quarter. Now back to full, 3-2.
Umpire with a little bit of a delayed strike call there.
Dennis steps off, tries to get on the same page as Mott. Girardin has a full count. Here's the pitch from Dennis. This one's going to be grounded in the hole. Tough play by the shortstop, and he will not have a play. That one took off. Not sure that he would have had a play even if he fielded it cleanly, as Girardin was down the line. That one will go down as a single for Girardin as he reaches base for the second time here this afternoon.
Now we have the big lefty stepping in. Joseph.
Luke Kohler.
Sorry about that.
Girardin takes off, swing, throw down, and they're going to say he was in there. A close play at second base. They're going to say Girardin just did get in underneath the tag as he gets into scoring position on the swing and miss. Might have affected the throw down to second base, but Kohler now with an opportunity to drive in a run here as it's 0-1. This one's going to be grounded to shortstop. Good play that time out there. Throw across the diamond for the out. Will go down as a 6-3. Runner has to hold as that one was in front of him. And that'll bring up Josh Joseph.
Number 7, Josh Joseph.
And that's always tough as a base runner is, you know, you want to advance the next base, but just knowing that if you do take off, that's one of the easiest outs that any team's going to get. So, good baseball decision right there.
First pitch is high to Joseph, and Tyler, a good play that time by the shortstop Henry Berg. He's booted a couple of balls, but perhaps that'll give him some confidence. That was a nice play, picking that one up, looking back at the runner and throwing across the diamond.
Yeah, very sound fundamentals right there.
That one's going to hit the arm protector for Joseph. A hit by pitch as he will reach base, and that'll bring up Trenton Dinsmore, who doubled in the first inning, as he has got the opportunity to do some more damage. As the Boylan coaching staff trying to say that he did not dive out of the way. The appeal is unsuccessful. They're going to let him stay at first base. So Dinsmore has an opportunity again. Had an extra base hit in the first inning, the only extra base hit of the game. Runners on second and first. That's Girardin and Joseph. An opportunity to expand their lead here today.
Yeah, and if anyone can do it, it's definitely Dinsmore. Obviously, he had that double in the first, scored 1 run, and start off the scoring streak for North. See if he can do it right here.
Dennis looking at the runner at second. First pitch, as this one is high, and it gets by the catcher all the way back by us. And a nice sliding play that time to prevent a run, as there's quite a bit of distance behind home plate to the backstop here. But the runners will move up on the wild pitch that time. And now Dinsmore has an opportunity to really do some damage with Girardin on third and Joseph on second. (1-0) on the way. This one's going to be popped behind third base. It's a high blue sky. And the shortstop calls off the third baseman as Berg takes that one from Alonzo. And they get a dangerous hitter out as Dinsmore pops out to the shortstop Berg. And Jack Chamberlain will step in with 2 outs, runners on second and third.
If you're North, looks like we are being intentionally walked.
Put Kohler at the plate. Tactical move by Boylan, as now that'll be a force out at any plate as opposed to just first. So a smart move that time by the Boylan Titan coaching staff. As again, Logan Kohler steps up. Pitcher versus pitcher here in the third inning, as this one is going to be a hit by pitch, as it looks like it clipped the arm, then it hit the bat. We did hear the metal sound, but they're going to say it got the hitter first, and that brings home a run, as the second hit by pitch of the inning allows the 4th run of the ball game to come across the score for Belvidere North, and Caden McElroy will come up.
Courtesy runner.
And a courtesy runner there.
17,
Adam Marshall runs.
Dennis almost seems to be kind of having the same issue that Kohler had in the second inning. Looks like he's overthrowing the ball, just trying to get out to himself. Kind of same thing. Just needs to let his defense do the work.
McElroy up to the dish. This one a good pitch. Up and away, but it's in the strike zone to the catcher for Belvidere North. Open stance by the right-handed hitter. This one in the dirt. Good play back there by Mott.
Right now, Mott really has to do anything he can to keep the ball in front of him, not let one get all the way to the backstop. Otherwise, that's another run for North.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. This one in the dirt again. Tough play, but a good play, as that was not a breaking ball. Again, those fastballs in the dirt are some of the toughest ones to block back there. But a good play. Good hitters count here, 2-1 to McElroy. This one up and away. Does not get the call, so 3-1. Dangerous pitch here if you're Dennis.
You've got to throw some in the strike zone, but you can't leave it out over the middle of the plate to let the catcher get his arms extended. Dennis looks in. Here's the pitch. And that one up above the zone, and he walks home a run. And perhaps the stature of Caden McElroy that time allowed that pitch to sail just above the top of the strike zone. And another run comes across to score for Belvidere North as they are on top 5-1 here in the third inning.
And let's remember that because this is the postseason, it's one and done. So Boylan really has to figure out kind of something to get out of this inning. Otherwise, there's going to be no tomorrow for them.
Dennis lost a bit of control here in this third inning, Tyler. He has 2 walks, 2 hit by pitches. Of course, the intentional walk as well, as the first pitch to Benny is in there. 0-1.
You never want to see this as a pitcher, is someone with a smaller strike zone come up after you've had control issues, as that one is thrown for a ball from Dennis.
Yeah, trying to get the ball down, especially when you've got great extension as Dennis does and a strong arm. Here's the 1-1. That one outside, so 2-1. Another good hitters count here for Belvidere North, as the game plan has been on point for them. They are been really patient here in this third inning, and that has allowed them to score 2 runs.
And if you're Dennis, maybe you just have to kind of take a walk around the mound.
This one's going to be fouled back. 2-2 to Benny. Now with an opportunity to get out of this one.
Take a step off the mound, kind of collect yourself and get in the right frame of mind.
This one's going to be grounded to shortstop. Going to be a tough play. Throw on to first is not going to be in time, as the high throw forced Contreras to come off of the base. And Benny is going to reach as they push off another run as Chamberlain comes around to score. And Giovanni Alvarez has an opportunity to really blow this game open as North is on top 6-1 here in the third inning.
That's just hustle right there from Benny. Right out of the box, full sprint towards first. Kind of really made the Boylan player there kind of rush his throw, and you saw what a rush throw is, pulling the first baseman off the bag.
Second pitch will miss. That's the 50th pitch of the game for Dennis. It is even 1-1 to the leadoff man for Belvidere North, batting for the third time already here in the top of the third. That one dips below the knees again. 2-1, another good hitters count. Tyler, 3 straight batters have run the count to 2-1 here, as Alvarez tries to do some damage. Here's the pitch. That one high, 3-1, a dangerous count here for the Titans pitcher.
And when you're falling behind as a pitcher, you almost feel like you have to put the onus to get back in front of the pitcher or in front of the batter, which is never a good mindset to be in.
And that one's going to miss again. Another walk as Kohler is going to come across the score, and the Belvidere North Blue Thunder have pushed across 3. They have batted around. Girardin's going to step to the dish for the second time today. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change. So we'll be back after the break. We'll get you set and sorted for some of the substitutions. You're watching high school baseball here on Clutch Sports Media 815, presented by Brian Faulk, State Farm.
Seiler Financial, our family helping your family. Listen to 1440 WROK every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. for Navigating Retirement with Drew Seiler. Brian Botcher with Exit Realty. Whether you want to buy or sell, Brian works hard for his clients in Northern Illinois and Southern Wisconsin. Call 815-378-2170 today. Tonight's game is presented by Brian Faulk State Farm. Call Brian at 815-398-2552. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Integrated Home Care Services is celebrating 35 years of caring for our community. Integrated Home Care Services can help you and your loved ones be more independent, safe, and confident in your home. See how we can help by learning more at integratedhc.com. Busy Beaver Tree Care. For exceptional tree services second to none, Busy Beaver Tree Care is your best option. We're a local, family-owned and operated business founded in 2003. We're not satisfied until you are. Waterside Financial Advisors is teaming up with the Guilford Vikings to bring you more than just a game. Get ready to shoot for your goals as they provide independent financial guidance for the life you want to live. Elevate your game both on and off the court with reliable financial guidance from Waterside Financial Advisors. Go Vikings! The Rockford Lightning, Rockford's first semi-pro women's basketball team. Stay up to date on team news on their Instagram and Facebook feeds. We're back here live at Belvidere North High School. Number 5, Caden Schultz on the bump here as a great diving effort that time behind the plate by Mott. Able to save a run as Schultz misses the first one of his ball game to Girardin. Dennis moved over to shortstop. Berg from short to second base, so I believe the Boylan Titans will give up the designated hitter as Jackson Noling and McDermott will come out of this ball game. We'll get it all sorted whenever they come up to the dish just to verify. That pitch is going to be a strike, cut on and missed by Girardin. 1-1. This one's going to be fouled off to right field. First baseman giving chase, but that'll be over the fence. And now here is Schultz with an opportunity to limit the damage to just the 4 runs as he has got to get Girardin out right here. The bases loaded, 2 outs in the 3rd inning. One-two pitch on the way as cut on and missed, and a great effort that time by Caden Schultz to come in and strike out Dom Girardin. But the damage has been done. Belvidere North plates 4. They lead 7-1. We're going to the bottom of the 3rd. They lead 7-1 here at Belvidere North High School. You're watching high school baseball here on Clutch Sports Media 815, presented by Brian Faulk State Farm. Seiler Financial, our family helping your family. Listen to 1440 WROK every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. for Navigating Retirement with Drew Seiler. Brian Botcher with Exit Realty. Whether you want to buy or sell, Brian works hard for his clients in Northern Illinois and Southern Wisconsin. Call 815-378-2170 today. Tonight's game is presented by Brian Faulk State Farm. Call Brian at 815-398-2552. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Integrated Home Care Services is celebrating 35 years of caring for our community. Integrated Home Care Services can help you and your loved ones be more independent, safe, and confident in your home. See how we can help by learning more at integratedhc.com. Busy Beaver Tree Care. For exceptional tree services second to none, Busy Beaver Tree Care is your best option. We're a local, family-owned and operated business founded in 2003. We're not satisfied until you are. Waterside Financial Advisors is teaming up with the Guilford Vikings to bring you more than just a game. Get ready to shoot for your goals as they provide independent financial guidance. And we are back here live at Belvidere North High School where Henry Berg leads it off for the Boylan Titans. They trail by 6. Again, they are the home team today in postseason, even though we are playing at Belvidere North High School. As the first pitch is wide, 1-0. This one's going to be in there at the bottom of the strike zone. 1-1 to Berg. Berg just moved from shortstop to second base in the last half inning.
Number 1, Henry Berg.
This one is going to dip below the zone as he tried to come with the breaking ball again. Will not get the call, so a 2-1 count here for Berg.
And Kohler on the mound. 2-1 pitch. That one's going to be fouled back. And 2-2. And Tyler, if you're down big here, it is the third inning, but there's nothing more than you'd like to do than to have your guys work the counts, try to get the pitcher in trouble, try to get some guys on in some deep counts, perhaps some walks. That's how you're going to get back into this ball game. As this one's going to be fouled off once again.
And that's what North did to Dennis. They're able to get into deep counts with Dennis, and a lot of those paid off with walks as opposed to hits.
Yeah, 3 walks last inning and 2 hit by pitches, yeah.
So, I mean, kind of if you have the same mind frame for Boylan as North had, as that is a ball, then they can easily get back into this game. Again, it's only 6 runs, third inning, so there's still time. However, I wouldn't wait too long.
Yeah, we know Boylan, they can score in a hurry. Numerous games this year putting up double-digit runs. I think that's going to be what they're going to need to do if either team's going to want to win here today, as this offense, I'm sure, will not stay down for too long. Full count pitch on the way in the dirt, and a great plate appearance by Berg to lead off the inning, as he is going to walk, and that'll bring up Connor Dennis. And now Tyler, you know, we saw Dennis move to shortstop. He struggled a bit in the last half inning, and you can't let that get into your head here at the plate. You're one of the best hitters in the 3-hole here today. You got to recognize you can't get all 6 runs back here with one swing of the bat.
Not only can you not get all 6 runs back,
this one's cut on and foul tipped at the plate.
but you almost have to put your pitching performance aside from your when you're at the plate. You know, pitching and hitting are 2 vastly different I guess jobs, you would say. So let's see if we can lock him in here at the plate as opposed to when he was on the mound.
Pickoff move over to first, not inside. Berg over there after the walk. That one is going to be inside to Dennis. 1-1 is the count. It's 50 pitches now on the afternoon for Kohler. Here's the 1-1. That one in the dirt, pops over the umpire. Berg to second, takes a look at third, but he'll stick around at second. Tough play back there. That goes a passed ball as Berg moves up to second, and the count is 2-1 to Dennis.
And if you're Kohler, guy on second right now, shouldn't matter whatsoever to you. Just focus on each batter at the plate as they come up, and you'll be set.
That one dips below the bottom of the zone. So 3-1 count to Dennis. A great opportunity here. If you like what you see, you got to go and get it. You got a runner out there. Kohler looks in. Here's the pitch, and that one cut on and missed, overpowered him. Still alive. Count is full to the 3-hitter for the Titans. And the stretch. That one high and tight, so back-to-back walks to start off the bottom of the third. Exactly what you were looking for if you're the Boylan Titans here today.
And from my viewpoint, you're really starting to get to Kohler. If you've noticed, his body language has kind of changed. Whenever he does kind of throw, you know, either that third ball or ultimately end up walking a hitter, he kind of throwing his hands to the side and just, you know, that disappointment that he's feeling, you can definitely see it, which at times you really don't want to see as a coach.
While we have a break for a mound visit, want to remind you that we'll be naming a player of the game later today, presented by Movement Fitness. At Movement Fitness, we're all about building better athletes and having a great time in the process. Our sports performance training is the perfect way to build game-changing speed and agility, increase vertical jump, reduce the risk of injury, and develop the mindset of a champion. For 9 years, our athlete training here at Movement Fitness has taught the fundamentals of movement and progressively builds to the highest level of performance training. Your athlete will learn correct exercise form, proper mechanics while working on their speed and power, core stability, and reaction time. At Movement Fitness, we will help your athlete take their game to the next level. Be great today. So here's Contreras following the back-to-back walks. This one is in there at the bottom of the zone. So Kohler's going to start off Contreras, the cleanup man, with a 0-1 count. Nice breeze blowing out to right center field. Perhaps a couple of extra feet if you can get it up, but shouldn't have too much effect on the ball here today. This one is going to miss inside. Tried the breaking ball, couldn't get the call. Back to even at 1-1. Kohler looks in. Contreras trying to do some damage here, as he's going to line this one over the second baseman's head. As the runner's coming home to the plate, there's going to be a play, and he is going to be out at the plate. The outfield assist by the right fielder that time, as Benny guns down Berg at the dish, as that is the first out of the inning. They do not score, but on the throw, Contreras will get the second, and Dennis will move over to third, but a great play that time again by Nolan Benny out there.
Yeah, great throw right there to allow your catcher an opportunity to get that out. And McElroy perfectly in position to make that tag. And so far, no harm.
Might have been affected as both runners took a second to make sure that one went over the second baseman's head. If he took off at the contact, they might have been able to beat that one, but that throw got him by 5 or 6 steps, as he wasn't even able to slide, as the first pitch is in there for a strike to Carestas. Runners on second and third. That's Dennis and Contreras. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This one's going to be grounded to second base. They'll take the out at first, 4-3, as Dennis will come home for the second run of the ball game for the Titans.
Next up with 2 outs, number 7,
Charlie Mayer will step up.
Kohler able to, kind of what we talked about, allow his defense to make plays, and we just saw what his defense can do for him, getting that out at home from the outfield.
Here's Mayer. Thought about going after that one, decided not to, and it was high and away.
And then making that nice routine play, 4-3 right there from second to first. So, you know, hopefully this is building trust for him in his defense.
1-0 pitch on the way. It's going to be fouled off to the right. Back even, 1-1. And Tyler, I think both teams will take that trade. You get an out if you're Belvidere North. You get a run back if you're Boylan. Here in the third inning, as the Belvidere North Blue Thunder lead now 7-2 following the RBI ground out from Carestas. It's going to be 2-1.
And if you're Boylan, especially after the last inning where you had the bases loaded at one point, unable to score any except for one.
This one grounded to third, and it's going to get by the third baseman as Contreras will score. Going to second on the hit is Mayer. He has a double as that one just got underneath the glove of Dinsmore over there at third. As the Titans continue to claw back. A score now 7-3 in favor of Belvidere North.
And right now, I mean, again, if you're North, you still have more than a one-run lead. So you really just focus at each batter when they come up to the plate, get them out rather than base runners, and they'll be sitting pretty come the 7th inning.
Jackson Noling steps up, the designated hitter for the Titans here this afternoon. Mayer at second base following the RBI double. That one's going to be too high. Starts off with a 1-0 count.
Kohler looks in to McElroy. A pickoff move is into center field, and Mayer is going to advance to third base as Kohler just airmailed that one, as the error by him allows Mayer to move up to third base. And that's not what you want to have happen here. It was a 4-run lead.
As that one is tipped back to the backstop. See, a lot of times you can get in trouble if you do start focusing on those runners when they are getting that extra step. Especially with 2 outs, if you get the batter out, that runner doesn't matter whatsoever.
Here's the 1-1. That is in there. Good breaking ball there on 1-1. And Kohler trying to strike out Noling, trying to limit the damage to just the 2 runs here in the 3rd inning. He's got an opportunity to do so right here in the windup. And the pitch. And that one, again, overthrown. We've seen that a couple of times. Trying to blow the fastball by this Boylan Titan lineup. Count back to 2-2. Again, the pitch by Kohler. That one's going to be fouled off to the right. A good defensive swing that time by Noling.
Get it out front, 2-6. Let's go.
Trying to fight, stay alive. Do not want to leave that runner over there at third base if you're Noling right here.
No, you definitely want to drive one in.
So it's going to be chopped to third base, picked up by Dinsmore, throw across the diamond in time. But 2 runs come across to score as both Contreras and Dennis touch the plate. After 3, it is Belvidere North on top 7-3 over Boylan. You're watching high school baseball here on Clutch Sports Media 815, presented by Brian Faulk State Farm.
Seiler Financial, our family helping your family. Listen to 1440 WROK every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. for Navigating Retirement with Drew Seiler. Brian Botcher with Exit Realty. Whether you want to buy or sell, Brian works hard for his clients in Northern Illinois and Southern Wisconsin. Call 815-378-2170 today. Tonight's game is presented by Brian Faulk State Farm. Call Brian at 815-398-2552. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Integrated Home Care Services is celebrating 35 years of caring for our community. Integrated Home Care Services can help you and your loved ones be more independent, safe, and confident in your home. See how we can help by learning more at integratedhc.com. Busy Beaver Tree Care. For exceptional tree services second to none, Busy Beaver Tree Care is your best option. We're a local, family-owned and operated business founded in 2003. We're not satisfied until you are. Waterside Financial Advisors is teaming up with the Guilford Vikings to bring you more than just a game. Get ready to shoot for your goals as they provide independent financial guidance for the life you want to live. Elevate your game.
And we are back here live at Belvidere North High School, heading into the top of the 4th inning. Line score so far, North 3 runs in the 1st inning, nothing in the 2nd, 4 in the 3rd. For Boylan, no runs in that 1st inning, 1 run in the 2nd and 2 in the 3rd. Belvidere North leads 7-3 here as Kohler steps in for his 3rd plate appearance of the afternoon. This one popped up to third base. Play over there, drifting, and that one's going to fall as there might have been a brief gust of wind, so another error allowing the Belvidere North lineup to reach base. This time Kohler is going to reach on the error by the 3rd baseman, Alonzo. And when you're trailing by 4 runs, Tyler, you cannot have that. Those errors will kill you.
And that's always a tough one. I know it's a routine play. A routine play that should be made, but like you said, any kind of gust in the wind that, us down here don't even feel because it's, 60, 70 feet up in the air can make a huge difference.
1-0 pitch on the way. That one's going to hit the arm. Another hit by pitch by Joseph. Second time he has been hit on that elbow guard.
as he
The third baseman,
is
10,
going to
Trent
be at
Dinsmore.
first base. Kohler moves up to second, and Trent Dinsmore is going to step up.
If you're Boylan, really looking for a double play right here. See if you can get a grounder to short or second. That would make the pitcher's life just that much easier the rest of the inning.
First pitch to Dinsmore is low and away in the dirt. Again, Caden Schultz on the mound. He came in for Dennis in the last inning. Here at the top of the fourth, North on top, 7-3. Dinsmore drives this one to left field. Doesn't have the distance as the runner is going to be forced to go back. Kohler had an idea, but a good, strong throw back in that time by Caristas as Dinsmore flies out to the left fielder for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Jack Chamberlain.
Dinsmore able to put a little bit of a ride on the ball and just not enough there. Maybe some Nick 10 ballparks, maybe a little bit closer.
Yeah, tough to exactly tell how far. There's a bit of a slope to the field here. Don't think he quite hit that one out to the track. 330 to left and right. It's like about 360 to 375 in center. They don't have it marked out there. This curveball is going to miss high. So a 2-0 count to the designated hitter, Jack Chamberlain.
Definitely one of the nicer fields in the next 10, I would say.
This one outside, so 3-0. Tyler Chamberlain, a lefty. We've seen mostly righties here. Whenever you're a pitcher out there, you get the one lefty in the lineup. Sometimes it gets you out of the groove, especially with runners on. That one's going to get into the zone, back 3-1.
With all your breaking balls, especially kind of darting towards them, you must feel like you have to be careful not to hit them. And again, like you said, just kind of puts something in your mind where something's off.
This one grounded to second, a chance for two. That eats him up underneath the glove. Runner coming home. Here's the throw. It's going to be cut off as Kohler is going to score. Another error by the Titans. That's been the story of the afternoon. Chamberlain reaches first. Joseph to third base on the error that time by the second baseman, Henry Berg. Tyler, you got to feel bad for him. He started the game at shortstop. He's booted a couple of balls here today as the Belvidere North squad now on top 9-3 here in the top of the fourth.
Very unfortunate. Like you said, had those two very costly errors in the first inning. And then that one right there, letting North get a run and putting a man on third. Not a great day for Berg.
Logan Kohler steps to the dish. The right-handed hitter, runners on first and third. Good play that time behind the plate by Mott. Ball in the dirt.
I will say, though, the one way that Berg can definitely, feel like he redeemed himself is with his bat come the top of the fourth.
1-0 pitch to Kohler. This one's going to be lined into center field. That's a base hit, and it is kicked out there in center, and that'll allow Chamberlain to go to third base. Joseph comes across to score. Another knock by Belvidere North as Logan Kohler drives in a run. North now at 10 runs here in the ball game.
Runners on first and third with 1 out.
Excuse me, 9 runs here in the ball game. They lead at 9-3 in the top of the fourth. And they visit at the mound.
Number 17, Adam Marshall.
If you're the coach here, I feel you're just talking to you guys, just saying, hey, settle down, relax. We need to make the plays that we all know we can make, and when we make those, then we're gonna get back into this game. But until then, it's gonna be a long road. So hopefully that kind of puts some of his players at ease and kind of gets them back to being refocused.
Like we're going to have a pitching change here, so we'll step away, be back with you after the warm-ups are done. We'll get it all set for you. You're watching high school baseball here on Clutch Sports Media, presented by Brian Faulk State Farm.
Seiler Financial, our family helping your family. Listen to 1440 WROK every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. for Navigating Retirement with Drew Seiler. Brian Botcher with Exit Realty. Whether you want to buy or sell, Brian works hard for his clients in Northern Illinois and Southern Wisconsin. Call 815-378-2170 today. Tonight's game is presented by Brian Faulk State Farm. Call Brian at 815-398-2552. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Integrated Home Care Services is celebrating 35 years of caring for our community. Integrated Home Care Services can help you and your loved ones be more independent, safe, and confident in your home. See how we can help by learning more at integratedhc.com. Busy Beaver Tree Care. For exceptional tree services second to none, Busy Beaver Tree Care is your best option. We're a local, family-owned and operated business founded in 2003. We're not satisfied until you are. Waterside Financial Advisors is teaming up with the Guilford Vikings to bring you more than just a game. Get ready to shoot for your goals as they provide independent financial guidance for the life you want to live. Elevate your game both on and off the court with reliable financial guidance from Waterside Financial Advisors. Go Vikings! And we are back here live at Belvidere North High School where the Blue Thunder and Titans are squaring off. Again, Boylan is the home squad here as we are in the postseason. And Belvidere North is leading this one 9-3 as Noah McDermott comes to pitch for the Titans. His first pitch of the ball game is in there to Caden McElroy. Took a walk last time up. Already the third pitcher of the afternoon for the Titans. 1-0 on the way. That is, 0-1 on the way is going to be a ball. So 1-1 to the 8-hole hitter, the catcher for Belvidere North. This one is going to be away. Nice play by the backstop. Count runs to 2-1. McElroy walked last time in the top half of the third. One of 4 walks, 3 unintentional in that inning as he has worked a 3-1 count from the new pitcher here, Noah McDermott.
McDermott coming in with people already on is never, as that one is called a strike, it's never a fun time. You like when you come into a clean game state, no one's on.
This one is going to be lined to right field, and it drops in front. An RBI single that time for Caden McElroy as Jack Chamberlain comes in to score. 3 runs in the inning. It's another crooked number for Belvidere North, the third inning this game where they've scored 3 or more runs. Their offense is on fire here this afternoon. On the single, Logan Kohler moves to second base. As we're going to have a runner over there at first base. Looks like that's Caden Johnson. First pitch is a ball to Nolan Benny. Benny, the right fielder, had the outfield assist in the last half inning to save a run. 1-0 pitch is in there at the knees. 1-1.
It's like I was saying, as a pitcher coming into a non-clean game state, might take a few batters to really, as that one is dug out by the catcher, might take a few batters to really kind of get into the game flow.
2-1 is the count to Benny. McDermott looks the runner back. Here's the pitch. That one way outside. And boy, more control issues here for the Boylan Titan pitching staff as the second straight 3-ball count to a hitter at the bottom of the lineup. Never anything you want to do as that one is in the zone. It's full.
That one almost looked like it was a full-on take. Bat never really leaving the shoulder of Benny.
Here's the pitch. This one's going to be flown into center field. Center fielder underneath. No tag that time as Jass slaps the leather on it. Second out of the inning. The lineup turns over. Giovanni Alvarez as the Blue Thunder trying to do some more damage here. Runners on first and second, 2 away for the leadoff man.
A lot of damage can be done here, rolling over the lineup. So we'll see what North can do.
Alvarez, the right-handed hitter, that one in the dirt. Nice play back there by Jass. Alvarez has reached twice, once on an error, a walk in the third inning. As this one squirts through the 5-hole of Jass, as that'll allow the runners to advance. Kohler to third, McElroy to second. And we'll see what the coaching staff wants to do here with the leadoff hitter for Belvidere North.
And unfortunately, we're starting to get into that territory where if you're North, you're looking at seeing if you're able to put up 3 more runs, kind of getting this game over with a little bit sooner than expected. Save your arms.
Here's the pitch. That one is in there. 2-1 to the leadoff man. Here's the pitch. That one fouled back over onto the softball field almost. 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Alvarez. That one's going to be flown into right field. Right fielder's got a bead as that one is out. Mayer puts that one away, but more damage for Belvidere North as they plate 3 runs. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Belvidere North on top, 10-3. You're watching you're watching high school baseball here on Clutch Sports Media 815, presented by Brian Faulk State Farm.
Seiler Financial, our family helping your family. Listen to 1440 WROK every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. for Navigating Retirement with Drew Seiler. Brian Botcher with Exit Realty. Whether you want to buy or sell, Brian works hard for his clients in Northern Illinois and Southern Wisconsin. Call 815-378-2170 today. Tonight's game is presented by Brian Faulk State Farm. Call Brian at 815-398-2552. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Integrated Home Care Services is celebrating 35 years of caring for our community. Integrated Home Care Services can help you and your loved ones be more independent, safe, and confident in your home. See how we can help by learning more at integratedhc.com. Busy Beaver Tree Care. For exceptional tree services second to none, Busy Beaver Tree Care is your best option. We're a local, family-owned and operated business founded in 2003. We're not satisfied until you are. Waterside Financial Advisors is teaming up with the Guilford Vikings to bring you more than...
And we are back here live at Belvidere North High School, where Belvidere North is on top 10-3. Tyler, the score line is what it is. Belvidere North, 17 base runners today, Boylan with 8. And that can really be seen in the score disparity here as we enter the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, and it really paints a picture of just how much, as that one is caught by the second baseman, really kind of paints that picture of just how much Boylan's pitching a struggle getting outs. Many of those base runners getting on due to walks and hit by pitches, so that's never a recipe for success.
First pitch to Jass, a strike. He is quickly down 0-1. That one in there. Good start to the bottom of the 4th. One pitch out to Mott. Now Jass down 0-2 as Kohler up around 70 pitches for the afternoon. Here's the 0-2. That one a little bit too high to the 9-hole hitter.
And if you're Kohler, that pitch was close enough where you should be okay with that pitch placement. Kind of just changes the eyesight of the batter. So hopefully now you can start attacking a little bit lower in the zone.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one a bit low. Runs the count back even, 2-2. Jass reached in the bottom of the second on a walk. He was down 0-2, worked it back full, able to draw the base on balls. It's the 2-2 pitch. This one is going to be grounded, and that one a diving attempt by the second baseman, but a tough play over there. That'll go down as a base hit. Girardin getting dirty, but Jass will reach on the single as the lineup will turn over. Austin Alonso comes up, the runner on first.
That ball, I like the effort by the second baseman. I'm not sure he necessarily had to dive for it. I think if he would have just kept running, he could have at least got the ball on the run, and that would have been a pretty easy play for him. But great effort, getting dirty right there.
Jass, a small lead over there at first base. First pitch is cut on and missed by the leadoff man, Alonso. Alonso has struck out twice in today's ball game. First inning, he got caught looking. Second inning, he struck out swinging. So he has been the one guy that has really not done anything of note against Logan Kohler here today. In fact, out of the lineup, 6 men have reached for Boylan. Noling, Mott, and Alonso, the only 3 that have not been able to get on base here this afternoon.
And Kohler sitting right around 75 pitches on the day, so still has at least 20 or so more left in the tank, I feel.
0-1 pitch. That one low. 1-1.
Of course, high school baseball does have pitch count rules, so that does affect kind of the next time he can pitch.
1-1 pitch is going to miss. Catcher held that one for an extra half second. Umpire said it did not cross the strike zone, so a good hitter's count here, 2-1. Runner on first is Jass. He reached on an infield single, as this one is going to be in there just at the bottom corner of the strike zone. And 2-2 to the leadoff man for the Titans. Steps off, takes an extra second to gather his composure. Now looks into McElroy, getting the signal. Here's the stretch and the pitch. And that one inside. Good take by Alonso as he runs the count back full.
Kohler really just needs to hone in on the batter.
Full count pitch. That one is going to be in there. He is rung up for the second time here this afternoon. The second looking strikeout of the day for Kohler. Both of them on Austin Alonso. Just doesn't look like he is picking up the ball out of Kohler's hands. First out of the inning, and that'll bring up Henry Berg.
And he knew it as soon as that ball was pretty much crossing plate, he started kind of getting his momentum going back towards his dugout. So as that pickoff attempt is unsuccessful, he knew it. So like you said, just not seeing the ball very well.
First pitch of the at-bat is in there to the second baseman. Started the game at shortstop, Henry Berg.
I do like how Kohler has kind of bounced back from his struggles during the past 2 innings.
This one a solid single up the middle as Berg will reach base, and the throw gets away, but no opportunity for advance that time. Jass moves up to second. Berg on first on the signal, and Connor Dennis steps to the dish. He's got an opportunity to do some damage here, and the Boylan Titans try to claw their way back into this one.
Dennis, of course, the 3-hitter in the lineup, so obviously the coaching staff really trusts his bat and feel that's a big asset for the team, having him in the 3-hole.
Have a runner over there at first base. We'll get a number for you in a moment.
Courtesy runner, number 19, Ryder McCauley.
Say number 19, Ryder McCauley, running for Henry Berg. First pitch to Dennis is in there on the outside corner, 0-1. Dennis has reached once. He walked, struck out in the first inning, came around to score in the bottom half of the third. That one dips below the knees, 1-1. Runners take their lead from second and first. Here's the pitch. That one in the dirt, gets away, and both runners are going to be able to advance on the ball in the dirt. Tough one to block. There wasn't off speed. Again, we mentioned it a couple of times. Those fastballs in the dirt, very difficult to block. As Berg moves to second, Jass up to third. Now Dennis with a 2-1 count. Two men in scoring position, one away. And that one is going to miss, so 3-1 to the three-hitter. Tyler, if you're Dennis right here, you're looking for something. You want to get those 2 runs in here right now.
Yeah, you want to kind of help bring back your team, especially after your pitching performance.
That one is on the outside corner, so it's back to full.
And, obviously, with this being the first game of the postseason, probably the ace of your staff, so, big expectations, just not able to fulfill those expectations.
And that one is in there again. Another strikeout. And that is the third out of the inning. Dennis goes down looking. And we'll head to the 5th inning. Belvidere North on top of Boylan, 10-3. You're watching high school baseball here on Clutch Sports Media 815, presented by Brian Faulk State Farm.
Seiler Financial, our family helping your family. Listen to 1440 WROK every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. for Navigating Retirement with Drew Seiler. Brian Botcher with Exit Realty. Whether you want to buy or sell, Brian works hard for his clients in Northern Illinois and Southern Wisconsin. Call 815-378-2170 today. Tonight's game is presented by Brian Faulk State Farm. Call Brian at 815-398-2552. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Integrated Home Care Services is celebrating 35 years of caring for our community. Integrated Home Care Services can help you and your loved ones be more independent, safe, and confident in your home. See how we can help by learning more at integratedhc.com. Busy Beaver Tree Care. For exceptional tree services second to none, Busy Beaver Tree Care is your best option. We're a local, family-owned and operated business founded in 2003. We're not satisfied until you.
And we are back here live at Belvidere North High School, where the Belvidere North squad is on top of Boylan 10-3. Coming up, we'll name our player of the game, presented by Movement Fitness. At Movement Fitness, we're all about building better athletes and having a great time in the process. Our sports performance training is the perfect way to build game-changing speed and agility, increase vertical jump, reduce the risk of injury, and develop the mindset of a champion. For 9 years, our athlete training here at Movement Fitness has taught the fundamentals of movement and progressively build to the highest level of performance training. Your athlete will learn correct exercise form, proper mechanics, while working on their speed, power, core stability, and reaction time. At Movement Fitness, we will help your athlete take their game to the next level. Be great today. Dom Girardin steps in here in the top half of the 5th. As he is going to line this one to shortstop, it is caught out there, so that's going to be the first out of the inning. Connor Dennis playing shortstop.
Number 22, Luke Kohler.
Luke Kohler steps up to the dish here against the pitcher, Noah McDermott.
Wind up and the pitch. That one is going to be on the inside corner to the 3-hole hitter. And the hero a week ago for Belvidere North in the game between these two squads. Second one inside. Kohler turns away, doesn't clip him. Count back even, 1-1. Here's the pitch. That one is going to be fouled at the plate, so it's going to be 1-2.
Luke Kohler, of course, the brother of Logan Kohler.
This one grounded over to second base, taken in over there, and that's going to be the second out of the inning. Mark that one down as a 4-3 putout, and very quickly, 2 outs in the inning. Exactly what you were hoping for if you're Boylan.
Yeah, quick innings are what you need right now. Anytime you give North that chance, especially in this game, they jumped at it and put some runs on the board.
Josh Joseph is hitting here. That ball squirts back by us. Joseph has reached twice. He has been a hit by pitch in back-to-back half innings. As he looks on, that one cut on and missed. Count now 1-1. McDermott winds and pitches. That one low, 2-1. The wind and the pitch, and that one low and inside. So 3-1 count here to the cleanup man for Belvidere North. Pitch on the way, and that one misses. So a walk to Joseph. That'll bring up Trent Dinsmore.
Baseman number 10, Trent Dinsmore.
Cleanup man Joseph looking for something to drive, however, willing to take the walk and get on base. See if his teammate Dinsmore can either drive him in or move him to hopefully third.
Dinsmore, I think, has had the 2 hardest hit balls of this game. He doubled back in the first, flew out to left field in the last half inning. Lined that one, but the left fielder had him played perfectly. So a dangerous hitter here in the lineup for the Belvidere North Blue Thunder. And pitch on the outside corner, 0-2. Now to the 5-hole hitter. McDermott trying to get out of this inning with no runs. Here's the stretch and the pitch. And a ugly looking swing, a great pitch that time as he strikes out Dinsmore. 4 batters that half inning, no runs, and we are headed to the bottom of the 5th. Belvidere North on top of Boylan, 10-3. You're watching high school baseball here on Clutch Sports Media 815, presented by Brian Faulk State Farm.
Seiler Financial, our family helping your family. Listen to 1440 WROK every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. for Navigating Retirement with Drew Seiler. Brian Botcher with Exit Realty. Whether you want to buy or sell, Brian works hard for his clients in Northern Illinois and Southern Wisconsin. Call 815-378-2170 today. Tonight's game is presented by Brian Faulk State Farm. Call Brian at 815-398-2552. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Integrated Home Care Services is celebrating 35 years of caring for our community. Integrated Home Care Services can help you and your loved ones be more independent, safe, and confident in your home. See how we can help by learning more at integratedhc.com. Busy Beaver Tree Care. For exceptional tree services second to none, Busy Beaver Tree Care is your best option. We're a local, family-owned and operated business founded in 2003. We're not satisfied until you are.
And we are back here live at Belvidere North High School, where Nico Contreras will step in to start the bottom half of the 5th inning. Titans trail 3-10. Tyler, they need some offense here if they don't want to go home here in this one-and-done playoff format.
And you really just have to take anything that's given to you. Walk's a walk, single's a single. Don't try to do the extraordinary, because typically when you do that, those lead to outs. So get on base, and one base at a time.
Kohler near 90 pitches now. We'll see. He will not have enough to finish this ball game. That'll be the next question up for the Belvidere North coaching staff. I'm sure they know who will come out to pitch in relief, but that's the next interesting question here in this ball game. 1-2 to Contreras. That one outside. 2-2. Contreras has reached base twice. Singled back in the 2nd inning. Was the first run of the game for Boylan. As that one just high. Kohler walked off the mound, thought he had him. Umpire held true, did not ring him up, and it'll be a full count.
Yeah, if you're Kohler, you just have to shake that one off and get back up on top of the mound and see if you can do it this pitch.
Pitch on the way. That one cut on and missed. Blew it by him. Contreras goes down, first out of the inning. And John Caristas will come up to plate.
Now up number 9, John Caristas.
And looks like that pitching change may be happening right now.
See, as the coach comes out to the mound.
And of course, big reason we're talking about pitch counts is there's a hard limit in high school, just like we mentioned, and I'm nearly positive 105 is the upper limit. At that point, you have to rest your arm for 6 days before you can throw again. So 6 days, you most likely, if you're North, you're going to be playing another game within those 6 days. So
we'll take a break. We'll get it all sorted when we come back. You're watching high school baseball here on Clutch Sports Media 815, presented by Brian Faulk State Farm.
Seiler Financial, our family helping your family. Listen to 1440 WROK every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. for Navigating Retirement with Drew Seiler. Brian Botcher with Exit Realty. Whether you want to buy or sell, Brian works hard for his clients in Northern Illinois and Southern Wisconsin. Call 815-378-2170 today. Tonight's game is presented by Brian Faulk State Farm. Call Brian at 815-398-2552. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Integrated Home Care Services is celebrating 35 years of caring for our community. Integrated Home Care Services can help you and your loved ones be more independent, safe, and confident in your home. See how we can help by learning more at integratedhc.com. Busy Beaver Tree Care. For exceptional tree services second to none, Busy Beaver Tree Care is your best option. We're a local, family-owned and operated business founded in 2003. We're not satisfied until you are.
And we are back here live in the bottom half of the 5th inning. One out as the Titans are up to the dish. They trail 3-10. New pitcher on the mound for the Belvidere North Blue Thunder. Your eyes don't deceive you. We've got another Kohler on the mound. Luke Kohler moves from shortstop to first base. Logan from the mound over to second base. And Dom Girardin, who started the game at second, now playing shortstop. So the Titans, 3 runs against Logan Kohler in 4 1/3 innings. Here is Luke on the mound trying to finish this ball game out as his first pitch is a strike.
His brother, much more of a harder thrower compared to the new pitcher, Luke Kohler.
That one fouled off to the left. See that velocity coming into play early. Caristas fouled that one off to the left side. This one up the middle and a base knock. He squared that one up into center field. And Caristas has something doing here. One away as he reaches base on a hard hit single. Charlie Mayer coming up.
Now up number 7, Charlie Mayer.
One batter at a time if you're Kohler. Don't worry about runner on first. Focus right here at the batter at hand.
First pitch to Mayer is high. 1-0. Gets the sign. This one high and tight. Mayer able to duck out of the way at the last second. You always like to wear them, but those up around the dome is always tough to stand in there. But you need base runners here for Boylan. This one's going to be grounded foul off to the right, or excuse me, off to the left.
It almost, goes back to that old adage of anything you can to get on base, Whether it is maybe you lean in a little bit to that inside pitch, or, maybe you just take one off the dome.
Pick off throw. Runner able to get back.
They're never fun. It's happened to me one or two times before, but that's why they make them wear batting helmets.
That one in there. Good pitch on the outside corner by Kohler. Myers now at a 2-2 count. And Titans looking for base runners here. It's getting late. They trail by 7. As the curveball just didn't have the grip that time, did Kohler. Count is full.
If you look at Kohler's pants, he's definitely one of those players who likes to get dirty. So
This one fouled back our way.
So when talking about grip and being a pitcher, I know a lot of times you see pitchers kind of rub their hand off on their pants. If they're that dirty as Kohlers are, it might not be as effective.
Time at the plate. Asked for and granted by Mayer. Digs in 3-2. Fouled the last one off. 7th pitch of the at-bat. This one's going to be fouled off to the right. First baseman gives a look, but that'll be out of play. Good at-bat here for Mayer. Umpire resets. Gets some balls from the Boylan dugout. Another full count pitch on the way. This one's going to be lined into right center. Right fielder coming on, has to play it on a bounce. As another single here in the inning. And Caristas moves up to second. Charlie Mayer with the knock.
Next up, number 26, Jason Nolan.
As Jackson Nolan comes up to the dish.
That was a very dangerous play for Boylan, just because if you're the runner on first, you can't just stay on first, because if you drop just like that. But at the same time is if you go too far off the bag and he catches it, that's a long ways back to first. So luckily, base runner made the right decision, able to get to second, no problem.
This one fouled off to the right, back out of play. Count is 1-1. Nolan has yet to reach base. He struck out in the second, grounded out to third base back in the third inning. There's the pitch. That one dips low and away. Tried the breaking ball. Nolan did not offer. Count is now 2-1. A good hitter's count here for the designated hitter. So we've got an equipment issue. Logan Kohler asking for sunglasses. And he gets them from the dugout. Of course, not wearing them when he is on the mound. Now out in the field, that sun starting to dip low right in the second baseman, first baseman, and right fielder's eyes. It's going to be a tough play on balls in the air. This one is in there for strike. We'll see if that comes into play. We've already seen the wind have an effect, although it's died down a little bit here as we move close to the 6:30 hour. This one grounded off to the left and a foul ball.
That is one advantage that North has here is they played half their games on this field, so they know that when that sun starts to set, those particular positions need sunglasses, whereas maybe Boylan players, although the home team for this game, may not know that. So nice little advantage there for North.
2-2 pitch on the way. This one is going to be golfed down the left field line, and it is going to be a foul ball. Good stroke that time by Noling, just couldn't keep it fair. Score update. We talked about Belvidere North playing softball here in the postseason. Their squad with a nice 4-3 victory here tonight. Now some of the crowd has meandered their way over to the baseball field to see if their Blue Thunder can pull out a victory as well. That one is fouled back by Noling. Kohler gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Noling. This one high, and the count is full. Back-to-back full counts to the 6 and 7 hole hitters. Good approach here by the bottom of this Titan lineup. Here's the pitch. That one off the inside corner, and another base runner here for the Titans. Exactly what they were hoping for once they got Logan Kohler out of the ball game. Now Luke Kohler having a bit of a tough go of it here in the 5th inning. As 3 straight batters have reached, it's bases loaded, 1 out, and Ethan Mott coming up.
And anytime you can get the bottom half of your lineup to produce and get on base, it just helps the top half of the order be more successful. They're able to take at bats with people on, and just really puts the pitcher in a lot of stress. So, and when you're under stress, sometimes you make mistakes, and mistakes can lead to long balls.
Ryder McCauley takes over at first base. He'll run for Jackson Noling. Here's Mott. Bases loaded, 1 down here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Titans trail by 7, but they've got an opportunity right here. This one's lined to center. Center fielder drifting back. He has got it. 1 run will score for the Titans. Throw to third is late, so a sacrifice fly by Mott as Caristis comes in to score. Mayer moves from second to third on the play. And again, Tyler, I think if you're Belvidere North, you'll absolutely take that given the state of this ball game here. Time's running out for the Titans, but the Titans clawing back, now trail by 6.
Every run matters here if you're the Titans. Whatever way you can get them doesn't really matter. So the more they can get now, the fewer they have to get later.
First pitch to Jass is low. Great opportunity here for the Titans. The bottom of the lineup trying to get some runs here. Tyler, that's the first run of the game scored by somebody not in the top half of the lineup. As Contreras scored twice, Dennis scored, and Berg did not score. He was thrown out at the plate on that play by the right fielder Nolan Benny. So another opportunity here for the Titans as that one is in the zone. Now 1 and 2 to the 9-hole hitter. Kohler trying to strike him out, get to the 6th inning.
Like you said, compared to North, who only has 2 players who haven't scored.
This one grounded to shortstop. Shortstop was moving to cover the stolen base, and he's going to be safe over at first. Good hustle that time by Jass. Tough play. Kohler could not make it. Girardin could not make it on the play. Runner Ryder McCauley moves to third base. And another run for the Titans.
Austin Alonso.
Like I was saying, North has had someone score 1 through 7. Only the 8 and 9 hitter have not. So obviously that helps put less stress on the entire lineup, and just kind of shows that they've had a complete game top to bottom.
2 quick strikes to Austin Alonso as he has struck out 3 times, trying not to get that golden sombrero. He's got to get a base knock right here. Running out of time, can't afford to leave any runners on third base. That one high. Not really a competitive pitch that time by Kohler. Count now runs 1-2. Alonso steps out, readjusts his shin guard. As this one in the dirt, runner coming home, might be a play, but the catcher could not get a grip as McCauley kind of stumbled, but it counts all the same as the third run of the inning comes across the score for the Titans. On the pass ball, Jass moves up to second. As the Titans now trail by 4, it's back to a 10-6 ball game.
A much more serviceable score right now in terms of for Boylan. 4 runs is a hill to climb compared to the mountain they had to climb earlier.
And that one in there again. 3 strikeouts looking for Alonso. He just has not had it here at the dish. But the Titans claw across 3 more runs. They trail 6-10, and it'll be the Belvidere North Blue Thunder coming up. Jack Chamberlain will lead it off when we come back. You're watching high school baseball here on Clutch Sports Media 815, presented by Brian Faulk State Farm.
Seiler Financial, our family helping your family. Listen to 1440 WROK every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. for Navigating Retirement with Drew Seiler. Brian Botcher with Exit Realty. Whether you want to buy or sell, Brian works hard for his clients in Northern Illinois and Southern Wisconsin. Call 815-378-2170 today. Tonight's game is presented by Brian Faulk State Farm. Call Brian at 815-398-2552. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Integrated Home Care Services is celebrating 35 years of caring for our community. Integrated Home Care Services can help you and your loved ones be more independent, safe, and confident in your home. See how we can help by learning more at integratedhc.com. Busy Beaver Tree Care. For exceptional tree services second to none, Busy Beaver Tree Care is your best option. We're a local, family-owned and operated business founded in 2003. We're not satisfied until you are. Waterside Financial Advisors is teaming up with the Guilford Vikings to bring you more than just a game. Get ready to shoot for your goals as they provide independent financial guidance for the life you want to live. Elevate your game both on and off the court with reliable financial guidance from Waterside Financial Advisors. Go Vikings!
And we are back here live as Jack Chamberlain leads off the inning. A strong cut, but he waves at that one. Belvidere North on top of Boylan. 10-6 here at Belvidere North High School. Again, Boylan is the home squad for today's ball game. Single elimination playoff baseball. Belvidere North jumped out to a big lead early. Boylan with 3 runs in the bottom half of the 5th. Belvidere North trying to get some back as they would love nothing more than to expand their lead. 4 runs is a narrow margin against this Boylan offense, which can put up runs in a hurry. As McDermott has worked the count back to 2-2 against Jack Chamberlain. It's the wind and the pitch. That one cut on and missed. First strikeout of the ball game for Noah McDermott as Logan Kohler will step in. Of course, he moved from the pitching spot over to second base. A good line score for him. 3 runs in 4 1/3. So he kept down this Boylan offense. He takes a strike. 0-1.
See if one brother can help out another.
That one over the top of the hitter. A bit of a wry smile. So he had to duck out of that one.
I do like the fact that he ended up dropping the bat. I know sometimes when that pitch comes in, you duck, as that one was fouled off. If you duck and you leave your bat up, sometimes the ball hits the bat and could be a foul ball or could be an easy out.
1-2 to Logan Kohler. McDermott trying to make quick work of the Blue Thunder in this half inning, and that one on the inside corner. And a back-to-back strikeouts.
Now off the catcher, number 21.
Very
Caden
quickly, the
McElroy.
Blue Thunder have 2 outs as Caden McElroy comes to the dish. That one behind the hitter. Go down as a ball. Doesn't really look like he has a good feel for the breaking ball. Hasn't burned him yet. That one cut on and missed due to overpowering fastball that time. One pitch on the way. That one a little low. 2-1. Another high pitch that time, so 3-1 is the count to the catcher for the Blue Thunder. He's reached base twice. He walked and singled. He's not scored yet. That one on the inside corner, a good pitch.
He's been very solid behind the plate too today. Really just kind of one pass ball that allowed the runner to score.
3-2 count. This one fouled back our way.
But besides that, I feel he's called a pretty good game for his pitchers.
Another full count pitch home. That one, I don't think it hit him, but either way, it's a ball. So McElroy will head to first base on a walk
Number 8, Nolan Benny.
as Nolan Benny steps to the dish. The courtesy runner over there, Caden Johnson, going to run. Of course, the catcher and pitcher get that courtesy runner
Number 30,
here at
Caden
high school.
Johnson.
So Benny steps in, flew out to center field in the 4th inning. And a quick correction, pitcher is Henry Berg on the mound, not Noah McDermott, excuse me, not, yeah, Noah McDermott. So Henry Berg on the bump. That one in there. Berg trying to get out of this inning. North did not score in the bottom half of the 5th. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Trying to keep this margin right where it is. Right fielder Benny at the dish. McElroy leads from first. This one's going to be popped towards the Belvidere North dugout, but just out of play. Count is 1-2.
1-2, you have 1 or 2 pitches to really play with if you're Berg. So don't necessarily have to go right at him. However, you don't want this to become a full count.
Struck out the first 2 men, trying to make it 3 here in the the top of the 6th. Pitch on the way. That one outside, throw over to first. And back safely as McElroy did not go to the dirt. Might have made that play a little bit closer than he would have liked. Either way, he gets back. Count is 2-2. Here's the pitch. That one high. And as you said, Tyler, we have a full count. We got an action pitch. And I believe this is the first time we've had a 3-2 count, 2 outs with a runner on first. He'll be going. Here's the pitch, and that one outside. Benny takes the walk, and the lineup turns over. Giovanni Alvarez is coming up.
Next up, top of the lineup, number 6, Giovanni Alvarez.
And if you're Alvarez really just looking for something in your zone that you can drive. Try to at least score one, if not two, here.
And they've got the courtesy runner out there at second base. A huge lead out there by Johnson. Thought he was going, but he did not, as that one is high. See if he is in motion here. Big lead, takes a secondary. This one is going to be popped behind the second base bag and taken in there nicely by Connor Dennis. That'll go down as a pop out to the shortstop. So no runs in the last 2 innings for Belvidere North. It'll be Henry Berg coming up when we come back. You're watching high school baseball here on Clutch Sports Media 815, presented by Brian Faulk State Farm.
Seiler Financial, our family helping your family. Listen to 1440 WROK every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. for Navigating Retirement with Drew Seiler. Brian Botcher with Exit Realty. Whether you want to buy or sell, Brian works hard for his clients in Northern Illinois and Southern Wisconsin. Call 815-378-2170 today. Tonight's game is presented by Brian Faulk State Farm. Call Brian at 815-398-2552. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Integrated Home Care Services is celebrating 35 years of caring for our community. Integrated Home Care Services can help you and your loved ones be more independent, safe, and confident in your home. See how we can help by learning more at integratedhc.com.
Busy Beaver Tree Care. For exceptional tree services second to none, Busy Beaver Tree Care is your best option. We're a local, family-owned and operated business founded in 2003. We're not satisfied until you are. Waterside Financial Advisors is teaming up with the Guilford Vikings to bring you more than just a game. Get ready to shoot for your goals as they provide independent financial guidance for the life you want to live. Elevate your game both on and off the court with reliable financial guidance from Waterside Financial Advisors. Go Vikings!
And we are back here live at Belvidere North High School, where the Boylan Titans trail the Belvidere North Blue Thunder by a score of 6-10. Again, Boylan batting in the bottom half of the sixth as they are the designated home team here this afternoon. Henry Berg leans it off for the Titans. First ball is high, 1-0.
Berg needs to find a way to get on base.
This one is going to be flown to center field. Doesn't look like it has quite enough juice, and it is hauled in out there by Gallegly. As Berg starts off with a fly out to center field, Connor Dennis comes to the dish.
With one out, number 3, Connor Dennis.
Tyler, it's getting late here. Boylan trails by 4 runs. They've got 5 outs to play with. If you're the Titans, you really need some base runners, starting with your 3-hole hitter. So he takes a strike.
Yeah, and I mean, typically you think of like a 3 or 4 hitter as kind of more of a power hitter, as that is taken for a ball. However, especially at the high school level, that's typically someone who can find the gaps and more as an extra base hitter. So looking for a double here, most likely.
Pitch on the outside corner, 1-2.
And right now, he's in a good position to really have something that he can hit in the gap.
Keller did not have the grip on that, what appeared to be a breaking ball. Got Luke Keller in the ball game for Logan Keller. Logan moved to second base. 2-2 pitch is fouled back towards the softball field. It's a gorgeous night for baseball. The clouds have dissipated. It is nothing but blue skies above us. This one grounded up the middle, and it gets by as Connor Dennis will get on base with a ground ball single. And Nico Contreras steps to the dish for the Titans.
And
Next up,
right now,
you
worst case scenario is double play. So just finding ways to find the open spots in the field is really going to be beneficial for Boylan to continue climbing their way back.
Here's the pitch. This one grounded up the middle. One out there, throw to first base, and it is not in time as the throw a little bit too high. Dennis out at second base on the fielder's choice. Nico Contreras will take over at first. That's not what you wanted to have happen if you're the Titans. One pitch by your cleanup man, and one of the base runners is erased. Now they are down to 4 outs remaining here in the game here this afternoon. A pinch runner over there taking over for Contreras. I think that is number 6. Anthony Scalisi.
Pitch runner for number 6, Anthony Scalise.
As Johnny Caristas steps to the dish. This one is going to be popped and out of play back behind the Boylan dugout. 0-1.
A lot more foul balls recently, so that's telling me that Boylan's really either seen the ball really well or they're timing either his fastball, curveball very well.
That one foul tipped into the glove. 0-2. Kohler trying to put away Caristas here in the bottom of the 6th. Scalise takes his lead from first. Here's the pitch. That one high. Caristas turns away. Count now 1-2.
See if he puts one bottom half of the strike zone.
And that one blocked. Going to be a play at second. Throw down. And he is safe. A good read by Scalise. He took off at first contact with the catcher's mask. Good play that time by McElroy to try to gun him down, but too speedy out there as he moves into scoring position, and the count is 2-2. Keller trying to get out of this one with no runs. Runner in scoring position. That's Anthony Scalise, the pinch runner. That one off the outside, and the count has run full. Here's the pitch, and that one low as Caristas will reach first with a walk. That brings up Charlie Mayer, who has reached all 3 times. Single, double, and a walk. And run scored as well in the 5th inning.
Charlie Mayer.
First pitch of the at-bat. This one is going to be lined into left field, and it is a foul ball. Couldn't keep that one fair. That would have been a lot of trouble for Belvidere North. Looks like he timed that one up well. He's got to straighten it out as he tries to drive in a couple more runs here in the bottom half of the 6th.
And if you're Kohler, you have to put that pitch out of your mind. So go after him.
And one outside. Tried to curveball that time.
Because you don't want to walk him right here and get the bases loaded. That brings up the tying run.
This one is going to be shot into the gap. It'll get by. 2 runs have a chance to score. Here's the throw to the plate. It's going to be up the line. And an RBI double for Charlie Mayer as the Titans have pulled back within 2.
Now number 26, Jackson Noling.
Now Jackson Noling is going to be the tying run. Of course, he's going to be at the plate, so has to find a way to get on base.
And a mound visit here. We'll see if a new pitcher is going to come on. And indeed, I do believe that will be the case. We'll step away, get you sorted when we come back. You're watching high school baseball here on Clutch Sports Media 815, presented by Brian Faulk State Farm.
Seiler Financial, our family helping your family. Listen to 1440 WROK every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. for Navigating Retirement with Drew Seiler. Brian Botcher with Exit Realty. Whether you want to buy or sell, Brian works hard for his clients in Northern Illinois and Southern Wisconsin. Call 815-378-2170 today. Tonight's game is presented by Brian Faulk State Farm. Call Brian at 815-398-2552. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Integrated Home Care Services is celebrating 35 years of caring for our community. Integrated Home Care Services can help you and your loved ones be more independent, safe, and confident in your home. See how we can help by learning more at integratedhc.com. Busy Beaver Tree Care. For exceptional tree services second to none, Busy Beaver Tree Care is your best option. We're a local, family-owned and operated business founded in 2003. We're not satisfied until you are. Waterside Financial Advisors is teaming up with the Guilford Vikings to bring you more than just a game. Get ready to shoot for your goals as they provide independent financial guidance for the life you want to live. Elevate your game both on and off the court with reliable financial guidance from Waterside Financial Advisors. Go Vikings! The Rockford Lightning, Rockford's first semi-pro women's basketball team. Stay up to date on team news on their Instagram and Facebook feeds.
And we are back here at Belvidere North High School, where Belvidere North holds on to a precarious 10-8 lead in the bottom half of the sixth. Again, North, the road team, Boylan, the home team. Got a pitching change. Trent Dinsmore moves from third to pitcher. Luke Kohler back to shortstop where he started. And Dom Girardin from short over to third base. Jackson Noling up to the plate. Runner on second is Charlie Mayer. The first pitch of the ball game for Dinsmore is in there for a strike as he starts him off 0-1. Big lead out there at second base. Here's the pitch by Dinsmore. That one high. That looks like a bit of a long release over there. Don't think they're going to have a thought to steal right here, but in the bottom half of the inning, if we get there, that's going to be something to watch for, that running game. Slide step, and that one outside. Maybe grip that one a little bit too hard. Now it's back to 2-1 to the designated hitter for Boylan.
Kind of trying to toy with the batter here. Mess up his timing.
Here's the pitch. That one fouled off to the right, out of play.
Sometimes when you do that, you mess up your own timing. Changing kind of how your foot's coming down and maybe even the placement of your landing spot. All of that can vary where the pitch is going to go.
2-2 count. Pitch on the way from Dinsmore. That one is in there, and strike three. So Dinsmore comes in, strikes out Jackson Noling, and we'll head to the seventh. It's a 10-8 lead. Belvidere North coming up. It'll be Don Girardin. You're watching high school baseball here on Clutch Sports Media, presented by Brian Faulk State Farm.
Seiler Financial, our family helping your family. Listen to 1440 WROK every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. for Navigating Retirement with Drew Seiler. Brian Botcher with Exit Realty. Whether you want to buy or sell, Brian works hard for his clients in Northern Illinois and Southern Wisconsin. Call 815-378-2170 today. Tonight's game is presented by Brian Faulk State Farm. Call Brian at 815-398-2552. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Integrated Home Care Services is celebrating 35 years of caring for our community. Integrated Home Care Services can help you and your loved ones be more independent, safe, and confident in your home. See how we can help by learning more at integratedhc.com. Busy Beaver Tree Care. For exceptional tree services second to none, Busy Beaver Tree Care is your best option. We're a local, family-owned and operated business founded in 2003. We're not satisfied until you are. Waterside.
And we are back live here at Belvidere North High School, where the Belvidere North Blue Titans hold on to a 10-8 lead here on the road. As the road team, rather, they of course playing here at their home stadium. Tyler's a 2-run lead, but it sure doesn't feel that way with the last couple of half innings. The Boylan offense has really coming alive. They put up 5 in the past 2 innings. Belvidere North trying to get some insurance here in the top half of the 7th.
Yeah, Boylan's bats have started coming alive, whereas North's have cooled off quite a bit, I'd say.
That one in there. Yeah, no runs in the 5th or 6th for Belvidere North. 5 runs for Boylan in the 5th and the 6th. As this one's going to be chopped down over the third base, and it'll go foul. Good play over there at third to let that one go, as Alonzo knew that he was not going to have a shot to get Girardin running down to first base.
Yeah, it would have been a very tough play for anyone to make, so good call, just kind of letting it bounce out into the foul territory.
Girardin regains his bat, his composure, steps in for the 1-2 pitch. That one too high. The ball 2. Counts even at 2-2. North really looking for some insurance runs here. That one off the outside corner. Count is full. Girardin, the 2-hole hitter. Here's the pitch. That one grounded over to shortstop. Taken in over there. Long throw across the diamond and in time. As a nice play by Connor Dennis to gun down the runner. First out of the inning. Luke Kohler coming up to the plate. All right, so a new ball, and we are ready to go. Now we are ready to go. As Luke Kohler steps in, the left-handed hitter for the Belvidere North Blue Thunder. First pitch is in there for strike. Next pitch on the way, that one outside. Don't think he quite had the grip of the curveball that time. Berg still working on the mound for the Titans. This one's going to be fouled out of play back by the football field. And a 1-2 count on the 3-hole hitter.
North looking to add some insurance runs.
That one just a bit low. Catcher held that one for an extra half second. So he tried to steal that call.
2-run lead you're happy with, as that one nearly hits the batter. Happy with 2-run lead, however, you always want more. You can never feel too safe.
Full count pitch on the way. That one again fouled off. That one is going to reach the football field that time. Of course, we've had a number of great broadcasts over there. You saw Cortland Hefty net her 50th goal of the season just a couple of weeks ago in girls high school soccer. So another full count pitch is going to be lined into left center. And a solid base knock for Luke Kohler. Going to bring up Josh Joseph, who's reached in 3 out of his 4 plate appearances.
Josh Joseph.
Kohler just able to go opposite field there. Very, very nice play by him. Able to get on and hopefully looking to advance here on the base path.
First pitch is going to be driven out into right center. Right fielder has a bead, and he puts it away. Sun not an issue that time. And that'll be 2 outs. And bring up Trent Dinsmore as Meyer slapped the glove on that one out in right field. He's been the best offensive player for the Titans here this afternoon.
Yeah, he's reached base every single at-bat and 3 or 4 RBIs, so very impressive.
Awkward looking swing that time from Dinsmore. Of course, he took over on the mound in the last half inning. We'll see if they send him back out to try to close this game down. He is down 0-1. Here's the pitch. That one in the dirt. A nice block back there by Mott. Keeps Kohler over at first base. Berg looks in. 1-1 pitch. That one in the dirt. Another nice play. But 2 bad misses out there. Runs the count to 2-1. North would love some insurance. Boylan trying to hold this at a 2-run lead. Pitch on the way. This one is going to be on the ground over to second base. Nice sliding stop. And it is in time, so we're heading for drama in the bottom of the 7th. It'll be Mott, Jass, and Alonzo to bat for the Titans. You're watching high school baseball here on Clutch Sports Media 815, presented by Brian Faulk State Farm.
Seiler Financial, our family helping your family. Listen to 1440 WROK every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. for Navigating Retirement with Drew Seiler. Brian Botcher with Exit Realty. Whether you want to buy or sell, Brian works hard for his clients in Northern Illinois and Southern Wisconsin. Call 815-378-2170 today. Tonight's game is presented by Brian Faulk State Farm. Call Brian at 815-398-2552. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Integrated Home Care Services is celebrating 35 years of caring for our community. Integrated Home Care Services can help you and your loved ones be more independent, safe, and confident in your home. See how we can help by learning more at integratedhc.com.
Busy Beaver Tree Care. For exceptional tree services second to none, Busy Beaver Tree Care is your best option. We're a local, family-owned and operated business founded in 2003. We're not satisfied until you are. Waterside Financial Advisors is teaming up with the Guilford Vikings to bring you more than just a game. Get ready to shoot for your goals as they provide independent financial guidance for the life you want to live. Elevate.
And we are back here live for an exciting finish at Belvidere North High School. Boylan Titans coming to bat in the bottom of the 7th. They trail by 2. Trent Dinsmore on the bump for the Blue Thunder. It'll be Ethan Mott, Sonny Jass, and Austin Alonzo to bat here for the Titans as they are down to their last 3 outs of the season. If they can't push across at least 2, they're hoping to repay the favor from Belvidere North a week ago. North, of course, walked them off. Boylan trying to do the same here at Belvidere North High School, where they're the home team in today's playoff match. Mott is going to be the batter to lead off. He is down 0-1 on the first pitch of the inning by Dinsmore. Dinsmore looks in. Here's the wind and the pitch. That one is going to miss low and away. He tried to get him with the breaking ball, 1-1. Bit of a quick pitch that time, and it works as it's going to be 1-2. Dinsmore trying to strike out Mott, the catcher, for the Titans. Powerful right-hander. Deals again, this time high.
Went back. I mean, we've seen quick pitching, a kind of long pause within his wind-up, so definitely toying with the batter here.
Another quick pitch, but a good defensive swing that time by Mott, able to foul it away out of play. 2-2, the count remains. Again, Titans down by 2 runs. They're the home team here today. They need to score 2 to tie, 3 to win. Mott's going to ground this one, and it eats up Dinsmore on the mound as he is going to reach to lead off the inning. Titans have something doing. And Sonny Jass will come to the plate.
Next up, number 4.
Yeah, perfectly timed ball, just right back towards the mound. Dinsmore, unfortunately, just unable to get it. But that is 1 runner needed for Boylan down with the tying run here at bat.
Sonny Jace is the hitter. He is the center fielder here today. That one too high. As drama is brewing here at Belvidere North High School. Mott with the lead over at first. Pitch by Dinsmore. And they're going to say he swung at that one. No appeal. Tyler did not look like he broke the plane that time from our perspective. But the home plate umpire says he does, and it's 1-1. Pitch on the way. That one is flown into left field. Left fielder coming on. Squeezes it. Nice play. Good, calm play out there in left as the Titans lineup will roll over.
Number 2, Austin Alonso.
As Austin Alonso steps to the dish.
Last hope here is Alonso. Again, top of the lineup, kind of no one. Oh, 1 out. That has been corrected. But 1 out, top of the lineup. You're feeling good about this if you're Boylan.
That one too high. Alonso tough to double up. As is Jace. Jace, the center fielder, got plenty of speed. Here's the pitch by Dinsmore, and that one is going to clip the batter. Alonso takes the hit by pitch. And just like that, Henry Berg steps up. Tyler, we talked about it. He had some issues starting off this ball game. He could go from goat to hero right now with the ball in the gap.
Absolutely, and I'm sure that's kind of in his mind what he's hoping for. But if you're North, you really just you need to hammer down and kind of rebuckle those straps and retie those shoes and just hone in to not let this game get away from you.
Meeting at the pitcher's mound. Does not look like they're going to make a change out there, so we'll stay here. Tyler, again, we talked about it about a week ago. The Belvidere North Blue Thunder were down 9-11 against these same Titans. Luke Kohler hit a walk-off bases-loaded triple. And wouldn't you know it, going into the bottom of the 7th here today, Boylan trails by 2. They've got runners on first and second. And we all, baseball is a funny game. We'll see if the Titans can do something here as they try to keep their season alive.
Now, not only is it a funny game, it's also a very poetic game, so that would be something.
First pitch to Berg is in the dirt. Good stop back there by McElroy. 1-0 is the count. Nervous feelings on both sides here. 2-run lead is precarious in the balance as that one crosses the inside corner. Back to 1-1. Dinsmore on the mound, gets the sign, pitch on the way. That one outside, maybe a bit of a makeup call. 2-1, good hitters count. Here's the pitch. That one far outside. Didn't even think about swinging at that one. And it's 3-1 right here.
Berg waiting for the delivery.
3-1. That one in the dirt, ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Connor Dennis.
Next up, number 3, Connor Dennis.
2 runners in scoring position, 1 out, bases juiced, and your best hitter coming up. Gonna have a runner at second base. Or perhaps just some strategy.
Dennis, of course, the starting pitcher for Boylan in this game, did not get off to that hot of a start, and kind of that's what led to this big North League. So if he's able to kind of, put a good strike on the ball and win this game for his team, that would be quite the comeback for him personally today.
Of course, North led this game 10-3 at one point. Score is now 10-8. Connor Dennis steps in against Trent Dinsmore. His first swing is not a great one. He fouls it off out of play to the right. 0-1. Dinsmore working out of the lineup with the bases loaded. Here's the pitch. That one at the top of the zone. A great curveball on 0-1. Dennis in an 0-2 hole.
0-2 and your Dinsmore. Looking to see if you can put him away right here.
0-2 pitch. And that one outside. 1-2.
Still ahead in the count. Dinsmore probably going to see if he can just rocket one right past Dennis.
Here's the pitch. He got him with the curveball. Another strikeout for Trent Dinsmore. And the Boylan Titans are down to their last gasp effort as Nico Contreras comes to the plate. 2 outs, bases loaded, tying run on second, winning run on first. Dinsmore trying to shut this game down. First pitch to Contreras is cut on and missed. 0-1. 2 strikes away from ending the Titan season.
The crowd is starting to become a lot more lively here, this last batter.
Here's the another pitch and a high one. A great play getting out of the crouch that time behind there by McElroy. Saved a run. Quick reflexes. Count moves to 1-1 on the cleanup man for the Titans. Dinsmore peering in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. That one foul tipped at the plate. And the Belvidere North, or Blue Thunder, are a strike away from winning this ball game.
Dinsmore taking a moment.
Goes to the rosin bag. Now ready to go. Nico Contreras trying to keep the season alive for Boylan. A 1-2 pitch on the way. And it is going to be grounded to shortstop, taken in there, on to second, and the Belvidere North Blue Thunder take this one. They beat Boylan for the second time in a row. Final score 10-8 here as the road team in front of their home crowd at Belvidere North High School. A great game, a huge lead that they established in the first half of the game. They rode it out, and Trent Dinsmore closes it out for the Belvidere North Blue Thunder. Tyler, your thoughts?
Yeah, I was really impressed by the comeback that Boylan put on. Earlier in the game, I thought we were going to get out here inning 4 or 5 due to the run rule, but they stayed engaged. They had good at-bats and were able to get the game within 2 runs. So really impressed by both teams here.
And Tyler, it's time for you to name the Moment Fitness player of the game. At Moment Fitness, we're all about building better athletes and having a great time in the process. Our Sports performance training is the perfect way to build game-changing speed and agility, increasing vertical jump, reducing the risk of injury, and developing the mindset of a champion. For 9 years, our athlete training here at Movement Fitness has taught the fundamentals of movement and progressively builds to the highest level of performance training. Your athlete will learn correct exercise form, proper mechanics while working on their speed and power, core stability, and reaction time. At Movement Fitness, we will help your athlete take their game to the next level. Be great today. So, Tyler, who is our Movement Fitness player of the game here for the Belvidere North Blue Thunder?
For me, I would say player of the game goes to Logan Kohler, starting pitcher for the Blue Thunder. He was able to get his team through the first 4 or 5 innings, no problem, only giving up 3 runs. And he was able to score once after being hit by a pitch. So he was able to help his own cause. So player of the game is Logan Kohler.
And a great continuation of the season for Belvidere North. A bit of a disappointing end for the Boylan Titans as they will go home following a very outstanding season. But the Belvidere North Blue Thunder will be moving on. For Tyler Fowler, I have been Trevor Larson. Thank you so much for joining our evening's broadcast. If you want to see highlights and pictures from today's ball game, be sure to follow us on social media platforms at Clutch Sports 815. Again, final score here at Belvidere North High School. The Belvidere North Blue Thunder victorious over the Boylan Titans by a score of 10-8. You've been watching Clutch Sports Media 815.